Okay. So, the other thing we can do is, as you may have noticed when I was running around, it is snowing. And very specifically, there are snowmen around. Because, as of the 16th, the holiday celebration has started. And so, whenever there's like a holiday in real life, around the same time, there'll be like an equivalent thing in game. For example, instead of Christmas, this is supposed to be the Starlight Festival. Before I jump back into main story, I can go and do the Starlight quest line because I haven't done that yet. And I thought, you know, why not? I'm streaming while this event is active. Why not stream the event? I believe it is over here. Hi, you're terrifying. Don't look at me with that snowman head. Reach for the stalls. Garanji is in a spot of bother. I don't know how to say your name, girl. I'm sorry. Yeah, Christmas. Christmas. Gonna do a little work while you pretend. Gonna do a little work while you pretend to get work done. Yeah, no worries, Oops. Good luck. Well, now, if it isn't for Lona. Happy Starlight, my friend, and what a pleasure it is to see you again. Now, I should like to catch up on your recent doings, but I'm afraid I'm rather overwhelmed with preparations at the moment. You see, this year we are hosting a new attraction in the form of a market called the Starlight Stalls. To that end, we have secured the kind cooperation of the merchants and artisans across Gridania, who will sell unique Starlight-themed wares. The lights of the stalls are arranged to call to mind the stars above, and we are confident that the grown-ups will enjoy the market as much as the younglings. Or at least, we would be if we could finish up setting the stalls. The work doesn't seem to be progressing, and we're unable to open the market as scheduled. Say, if you weren't otherwise occupied, might you be willing to assist me? I have a mind to investigate the reason for the delay, and I could use an extra pair of legs on the ground. Leave it to me! Thank you so much. Without further ado, please meet me at the market outside the city. The guide over yonder will show you there. Miku? Yo, it's Hatsune Miku, but as a child. I understand that you are assisting Miss Goranji. If you would please follow me, I will show you to the market. Okay. Oh, this is kind of nice. Here it is, Fernlona, the Starlight Stalls. As you can see, there were workers in the midst of preparation. Let us each speak to a number of them and learn what troubles they might be experiencing. This is kind of cute. Got a giant Moogle balloon. And a baby chocobo balloon. Lending on my hand, are you? Much obliged. This year, most of us celebrants are here helping the stallholders get set things up. That's because it don't do for them to close up their actual shops. They're spreading themselves thin for our sake, so it's only fair that we give them as much support as we can. But even so, the work's been taking a toll on everyone. We celebrants would do more, but we can't exactly push things along by ourselves. How far are you with the preparations? I see, I see. You're with the celebrants. Our apologies, we'll be ready soon. It's just, we're not accustomed to running an open-air stall, much less when it's so cold. So they need more hands, they're not used to the weather. We're almost done with our preparation, just discussing how to bring in our wares now. But it's so cold and I'm so tired, I just want to curl up and sleep. We'll be on our way. Need to keep at it if we want to finish up. So yeah, it seems to be they are tired and sleepy because of overworking and the cold. You've spoken with some workers. Splendid. So what were you able to learn? The weather. I feel you, my dudes. I see. Though everyone is trying their best, having to run their own shops at the same time has left them exhausted, and the cold only compounds matters. We should do something to revive them and ward off the chill, but what would be the best way? Something sweet never fails to perk me up. How about handing out some hot drinks? Ah, splendid idea! That is bound to lift everyone's spirits. Excuse us! Who's speaking? All children. Hello, Miss Grangie. Hello, Miss Adventurer. It's been a while, but you remember us, I hope. The Starlight Celebration is our favorite time of year. The Saint Anemia brings us presents, the city is adorned with beautiful decorations, and even the grown-ups look like they're having fun. But this year, the grown-ups are really busy and they aren't having any fun at all. When we noticed this, the two of us talked for a bit and we decided we'd like to become little helpers and help them. Oh my, what kind souls you are! 'Tis the very spirit of the Starlight Celebration, and we would be most grateful for your aid. Ah, Frelona, if you are willing, could you lend to the task of reviving the weary workers with our two little helpers? Ah, splendid. Please source something suitably revitalizing here in Gridania and see it distributed. We celebrants will naturally bear the cost. In the meantime, I shall return to the amphitheater and apprise my fellow celebrants of the situation. If you have any problems, do not hesitate to let me know. Alright, children, let's get to work. Yes, we're gonna be little helpers. Hooray, we get to help Miss Garanji. Halloween and I will do our best. Reach for the stalls. I also just realized what that's a pun of. Spreading the warmth and cheer. Halloween is fairly champing at the bit to get started. If truth be told, we were eavesdropping when Miss Garanji first asked you for help. We really wanted to become helpers, you see. So we already knew that the grown-ups were cold and tired. We know just the thing for it. That's right, a hot and sweet drink, just like you suggested. It warms me up from my tummy to my fingertips. That's why I get through the winters in Gridania, even though I'm from Walda. So, come on, let's go to the Carline Canopy and ask Miss Mione about a drink. Hey, wait! How do I leave? This way. Can you please pass the round steins of hot spice cider and get everyone really drunk? There are children present, so maybe not, but absolutely. If I could, I would. plaza. Oh, someone died. That is the noise of someone who died and got sent back to their home point aetherite. Oh, you guys are out here still. Whoopsies. Live in the UK. The kids who are frequently drunk. You know what? Sure, fair. Ah, there you are, miss. Selene went on in even though our parents said children shouldn't go to the Carlin Canopy alone. I decided to wait for you so I don't get in trouble. Young Selene here, Selene? I don't know how you say this name. Has explained everything. You wish to serve drinks to the folks setting up the Starlight stalls, yes? The Canopy will have a stall too, but we've managed to finish our own preparations, so we'd be more than happy to assist. Just wait a moment. I know I mentioned this in one of the earlier streams, but I am so happy that the graphics update allows light to, like, go through Ella's ears. Like, whatever the hell this effect is, I love it so much. I prepared a cask of mulled punch. Full of fruit and laced with spices, it'll fix the cold and weary right up. To mark the season, the Canopy was actually planning to offer a selection of hot beverages in these special mugs. We'd appreciate it if we could use them to distribute the punch. It'll be excellent promotion for our establishment. We will! Thank you, Mione! The cask is too heavy for the little ones, but it shouldn't be a problem for a strapping adventurer such as yourself, yes? I'm going to assume this is Godbert. To you who toil and make the Starlight celebration wonderful, I would present a gift. Yep, hey Godbert. I mean, the Saint of Nemea, who's definitely not Santa Claus. I chanced to be passing by when I heard of your conversation. I bid you follow me, my hard-working little helpers. A Starlight Chocobo, and it's got a basket and cask. I almost wanted to say basket and casket, and I'm like, that's extremely incorrect. That's not right in the slightest. Tis an excellent idea to provide mulled punch to the cold and weary folks at the Starlight stalls. To help you with your task, I took the liberty of borrowing a chocobo from the stables and attired the fellow in a manner befitting the occasion. So go forth, little helpers, and together restore warmth and cheer to those in need. Yes, sir. My, what a spirited pair you are. If you would come with me, I shall see that you look the part as well. I'll load the chocobo up and have someone take it to the market. Feel free to go on ahead. Yeah, you gotta say goodbye to the chocobo too. All right, then back we go. Amphitheater. Send me back. Oh yeah, eager chocobo. Look at her clothes, miss. Great, aren't they? The saint is amazing. Before we knew what was happening, he had already measured us and crafted our garments. A person from the Carlin Company, Canopy also brought us the chocobo, so everything is set. Right, let's split up and head out the punch while it's still hot. We've already filled some mugs to take around, so we'll leave the chocobo to you. Let us meet up again when we've finished. The chocobo is eager to begin. Lead it around the Starlight stalls and distribute the mold punch to the workers. And yeah, it's now accompanying me. Hell yeah, let's go. Let's go, chocobo! Who needs a drink? I thought I went back to town. Is everything all right? What do you know? Mold punch! I appreciate you looking out for us celebrants, too. This way! To the next one! No. I can talk with the chocobo! Quick! I thought I saw a pair of children handing out something. You're with them, are you? Here you go. Have some mold punch. Oh, mold punch. This is just what we needed to see us through our preparation. We'll enjoy it together, thank you. And then way the heck over here. Oh, what's that? The celebrants are handing out hot drinks. Ah, it's so blessedly warm. My fingers had frozen up, but I'm already starting to feel them again. Thank you. Where the hell are these kids? Where did they go? What the hell is this place? Why does it go up so high? Oh, they're over here. Thank you for your hard work. You're with the children, are you? The spices in the drink ought to wake us up. Thank you. There you are, miss. Thank you for your help. You too, big fella. We saw you working hard at taking the cask around. It must be much lighter now. We've just finished handing out the punch ourselves. Everyone was really happy. They all say they're just about done setting up, which means the Starlight stalls can finally open. Miss Garanji will be pleased to see how well things are coming along. Could you go to the amphitheater and fetch her? Heck yeah. Although now I am curious, what the hell is up there? Now that I have gone the wrong way, I am curious. Is it just like slightly more decorations? Weird. There's a whole thing up there, but there's like nothing up there. Send me back. Ah, it's you, Lona. I've assigned celebrants to assist the stallholders in transporting wares. That should help ease their burdens. Now then, how are you and the children faring in your efforts? All done. The mold punch worked wonders and everyone has just about finished setting up? Marvelous! I shall head to the venue at once. Hell yeah, it's cute. Oh, what a relief that the market has opened as planned. And by all accounts, it's in no small part thanks to the mold punch you served. I'm truly grateful to all of you. I think the fellow was saying you're welcome. For your hard work, my feathered friend, you can expect a special delivery of Gisselgreens to the stables. Helping out was a lot of fun. I hope we can do it again. Absolutely, but for now, you may leave the rest to us celebrants. We'll make certain that everything runs smoothly, so run along and enjoy the festival that you helped make possible. We will, but first things first, you've been working very hard too, Miss Garanji. You deserve a break yourself. That's right, so let's all have some mold punch together while it's still nice and warm. Oh my. I'd be delighted. Can the Chocobo drink some too? The Chocobo also worked really hard. I mean, I know you already promised them Gristlegreens, but what if the Chocobo gets cold? Allow me to thank you again, Frelona. It's because of your kind assistance that we're now able to hold the market. By the by, after Solane and Tenny went off, I went to return our trusty Chocobo assistant to the stables. And when I removed its boarding, a note came tumbling out. It read, "To our not-so-little helper Frelona, who helped the little ones do big things, I present this gift of my own crafting." It seems clear the saint intended for you to have the barding, so do take it with you. You've more than earned it. Now then, you are doubtless keen to explore the stalls, so I won't keep you any longer. While the celebrations continue, the guide will show you here whenever you like, so please enjoy yourself to the fullest. Alright, more barding. And the vendors are now available. Oh yeah, give me that. I want to dress Eritome up. Where is Starlight Stalls barding? There it is. That one and Starlight Stalls. There we go. I bet now there's things upstairs. I like how it said the stalls are now open for business, but I don't see a single one that's actually open for business. Oh, flower vendors? Aren't that as suspicious? And I'm just like, that's not quite right. Okay, you just sell a bunch of like seeds and stuff for the people that do gardening, which I can't do because I don't own a house. Crash little diorama, people just dancing. Hang on, are those? Yes, they are. That's where they went. These two here Drunkery Anjay and Fengrid Tsukino. These are, two common cosplayers that I see around on Brunhilde a whole lot. I was wondering where the hell they went. They're here. This is where they're idling. Give me the orchestra roll, thank you. I don't have a house, so I don't really need these. Yeah, I'll just take the orchestra roll, thank you very much. Now, how do I go up again? Over here. Because I'm like, okay, now that there's a thing here, and then you just have dies. Is there anything actually up here, or is this still just more decorations that don't do anything? Look at these little guys! Look at them! Look at the little hats! They're adorable! Dark matter is so festive. The dark matter is so that you can repair your gear, because your gear actually does have durability. Oh, hey, you two! You two are also celebrating. How nice. Let me, get a photo of you two. There we go. You'll meet those two eventually, don't worry about it. It'll just take a long while. Is that a head crab? No. No, that's not a head crab. It's oh, am I not allowed to have a minion out here? It's like a little toy robot thing. Not quite a head crab. Anyway, is there anyone else hiding up here? Totally a head crab. You know what? Sure. At least he doesn't jump on your head, though. And then there's Godbert, having fun. I mean, the Saint of Nemea, aka Santa Claus. Anything around here? Does not look like it. Okay. Okay, let me go get myself back into costume so that we can actually do main story again. Oh. Oh, hey, you two are here. That's cool. These two you will see if you ever do the, Conjurer quest, which is the class that becomes White Mage. That's neat. But yeah, whenever there's like a seasonal event for, in this game, usually you can find like NPCs to recognize just like hanging out in whatever area. Cute cartoony chocobo that was with the head crab, I think, is Choco from Worlds of Final Fantasy. Yeah, it's definitely the same style as that chocobo, which I should absolutely play because it's so heckin' cute. Yeah, maybe. Maybe. Wait, where's the innkeep? I need an in room. But yeah, I first saw that like chibi style chocobo from a freaking golfing game, actually. There's this game series that was initially called here in the West, Hot Shots Golf. But then the most recent game for it that was on the PS4 was Everybody's Golf, because I think that's actually what the series was called in Japanese. And one of the like DLC things you can have is that instead of having like, you know, like a golf cart that like drove you around, you could have the really chibi chocobo be like your ride. So that's how I first saw that super chibi chocobo. Nope, not you. Although you are done with your ventures, so I will do this, I guess. So these are retainers. Minfilia talked about them very briefly. If you are not, or rather if you are on the free trial, you cannot have them. They're very useful though, because they are basically more inventory space. And they are also how you can like get some like items basically for free by sending them off on ventures. And they're also how you sell things on the market board so that other players can buy them off of you. So they're a pretty good way to make money. Will you give me the fucking minion? Please, that's all I want. There's a very specific rare item from this venture I keep sending this retainer on. And my retainer just won't give it to me. And I'm like, please, I just want the item. Anyway, let me summon the Astician so that I can change my hair. There's that, and then I got gear set list. Change glamour plate link to that one. There we go. And then, oh no, it's so weird that the display is off. Oh no, why is that happening? Oh god, why can't I do the thing? There we go. It's so weird that the thing is gone and then, okay, we good. Alright, anyway, let's continue on with the story, shall we? Summon Carby so that I don't forget. If you don't know what I just did, don't worry about it. Anyway, into the beast's maw that's way the heck over here. We're an hour and a half into the stream. Let's actually do the stream. Aw, Airtone looks really cute in this. Although, Weird panties are kind of weird. But hell yeah, look, you got a basket of apples. Look at my son, I love him. Right, no flying, no flying. We're technically not supposed to fly yet. Into the beast's maw. Buscaron has reliable information regarding the whereabouts of the Sylph Elder. It's taken us a fair old while, but I finally got our hands on some reliable information concerning the whereabouts of your missing green friend. I don't remember what voice I gave Buscaron. His name is Frixio, and he is the eldest amongst the sylphs at Little Solus. Long has he represented his kind in dialogue with the Gridanians. Yes, he's like a bridge between us and them. A small, leafy green bridge that we can't find at the moment. And bridges are no use to us if you don't know where they are. That's why it's so important that we find him. There's an abandoned dungeon called the Thousand Maws of Todorok here in the South Shroud. 'Twas by the entrance to the place that Frixio was seen. And not long ago, neither. If you hurry, I reckon you can find him. Wacky ones, please help this one. This one needs help to help Elder One. Poor Frixio, poor Frixio. Whoa, hold your chocobos. Take a deep breath and tell us what's wrong. Nice and slow. Elder One went into Todorok, but has not returned. This one is worried, so very worried. And you're right too, B. This place is fair crawls with the nasties waiting to make a meal of anyone daft enough to wander in. What in the seven hells was he thinking entering that bloody death trap? Elder One has no choice. Imperial ones were chasing Elder One. Please, walking ones must help Elder One. Help Elder One now. The fates conspire against us. Forgive my pragmatism, but Frixio is our best hope of reaching an accord with the Sylphs. Were we to lose him, all of our efforts thus far would have been for naught. I will tend to her rooms. Ida, make haste to the Adder's Nest and request assistance. Understood. Verlona, go to the Thousand Maws of Todorok and see that Frixio comes to no harm. Peace between man and sylph rests upon your success. And then away we go. Man, I'm so happy with myself that I revamped the Waddle Dee and D emotes. Well, like, Waddle Dee especially looks so much better with some shading on him. There you go. By order of the Outer Seed Seer, this dungeon, known as the Thousand Maws of Todorok, has been placed under the control of... What? The Sylph Elder is inside? And are you sure of this? How in the seven hells did he manage to sneak by? God, strike me down for a pure-blind fool. You must find the Sylph Elder before he falls prey to the fiends within. Entrance to Todorok is ordinarily restricted, but these are exceptional circumstances. Pray, assemble a rescue party, and enter as soon as you are ready. Did such a great job, yeah! But yeah, I don't know if you've noticed, but, on Gun Curb, the hand that is holding the gun is a real-ass hand. I had the idea for that one, like, immediately, and I was just like, I know exactly what I need to do. I need to grab the real hand holding a gun, like, change, like, the hue of it so that it is pink. Because that's, like, the joke. Yeah, exactly. There's no other way. I needed to have the real ass hand in there. I'm so proud of Gun Curb. Kind of wish the bunch hands were hands now. Well, I mean, you could make an alt version and put it on, like, better TTV or something. And have that one have the realistic hand. So that, you know, we can have both versions. But yeah, 1,000 Maws of Totorak. Named after a man-eating creature from the Pajali folklore, the 1,000 Maws of Totorak was built on a site of a natural cave system beneath the Silent Arbor. Until recently, it held all of Gridania's foulest criminals, from arsonists to poachers, but the completion of a new jail closer to the city heralded its abandonment. Yeah, just like cursed bunch hands, exactly! That is such an excellent pun. Also, can I express my disappointment that GAOL is just jail and not like anything like special? Like, it looks like that should be pronounced differently. Yet here we are. Enter with a party of NPCs. Let's go. It's an Elden Ring 2 and you're like, come on. It's such a shame. So, the 1,000 Maws of Totorak. Sure is a dungeon that exists in this game. I have carbon out, right? Yeah, okay, good. It's Gaol and I'm taking no feedback exactly. Alright, come on. Can I pull big with you idiots? I don't remember. Right, I don't think I can because you don't change targets very well. Alright, come on, you idiots. Gotta do small pulls because I don't think you guys actually properly follow me if I go ahead. Which is the downside to doing this with NPCs and not actual human players. Come on, gotta keep going, because this dungeon is a dungeon that exists. It's really not even that hard. I believe in these guys. They probably could handle multiple pulls, but I don't think they move with me if I try to go ahead. Which will cause an issue. You guys can handle that. I believe. See, look, you guys are fine. You just need to get their asses over here quickly. this dungeon is just extremely basic. It is basically a straight line with like very little like wrong ways or like means of exploration. The bosses are also extremely basic. But granted, most bosses in A Realm Reborn are very basic. So yeah, Curlin Ninetails, he likes to poison everyone, especially if you're like anywhere close to him. It's super annoying. So I'm gonna stay back here with the thaumaturge so that I don't get poisoned. Not that the poison does too much damage, but you know. Why get poisoned if you can choose to not be poisoned? And that's kind of literally it. This guy has no other mechanics. He just attacks the tank and poisons anybody close to him. But yeah, because although we are at max level 27 or level 24 at minimum, this is the first dungeon that you can do as your proper job and not just, you know, your little baby's class. So like you can do this as a white mage as opposed to a conjurer, or a summoner as opposed to an arcanist, or a scholar as opposed to an arcanist. Oh my god, I do have multi-target. I didn't even realize I forgot. I do have multi-targets, finally! Now isn't that an enemy name and a half? Don't y'all want some prison pudding? Doesn't that just sound great? Close enough for me to multi-hit? Yes, you are. Thank you. Yeah, yummy, yummy prison pudding. Don't attack me. Attack the fucking tank! Yo, Mr. Tank, do your goddamn job. All right, and then last guy. Again, dungeons typically go way faster when you're actually playing with real people and not the NPCs, but because dealing with real people means I have to wait a few times, and plus I like to be able to go slow so that I can actually explain bosses and whatnot. We're doing it with these chumps. Also, I think I just realized the joke in a bunch of mushroom enemies being called Prisoner's Delight. Can't believe the prisoners were eating sentient mushrooms. This place just sucks. Alright, last enemies, and then second boss. After that guy, I'm pretty sure, although you guys take so long to kill even a single enemy. Alright, second boss. Hey, do you like the first boss? Here it is again. With the exact same lack of mechanics. Aroma board is fucking wild, dude. Oh yeah, no, but the one difference, there is one difference that this boss does that the first one doesn't. Come on. Please do it for me. This boss can summon ads. And that's it. If you are doing this dungeon with actual people, you can basically completely ignore the ads and just keep focusing the boss because the boss will go down that fast. Hooray! I got like 2 items from this dungeon. How am I getting the same 2 items constantly from the chest? These guys do big pulls. Maybe I should be doing these dungeons as tanks, because then I can dictate how fast we go. It's not like these pulls are hard. Actually avoiding the danger puddles. Good for you, bud. I'm so not used to low-level NPCs actually avoiding mechanics. They normally just, like, eat shit. Okay, we're almost at the end. Damn it. I need y'all to die faster, please. Bring you guys this way, although maybe this was a mistake. Oh, the side marauder is going to be enjoyable. I believe. I believe. See, I told you. You're fine. You're fine. Everything's fine. A wrong spell. There we go. Oh yeah, it's all goopy.
Darkness. Elko Hidra Buglo Hans.
The mighty slayer of Ifrit now comes to me.
Seize that on Rajiandor.
With a countenance that bespeaks understanding.
Thagon Welrog. Tosan Opaiki.
An intriguing power, the Echo. I must needs choose my words with care.
Mayhap I might if I deign to speak in my guest crude tongue. We meet at last. I am Lahabrea of the Asians, servant to the one true God. Yours is a most fantastical tale, truly absorbing. It is a tale to tell Eorzea's children before bedtime, and it will soon be dark, bringer of light.
Is that a threat? If that's supposed to be a threat, you need to work on it.
All that stands between this world and darkness is an irksome anomaly in the ether. The Echo. Yes, yours is a most fascinating tale. Alas, like all good tales, it must needs come to an end. But fear not.
Here, feel the presence of evil.
For the end of your tale is but the beginning of another. The tale of the crystal's demise.
Also, thank you highly for telling me this man was evil. I would never have guessed. Like Mermaid Man. Alright, Graphios. This is a boss that actually kinda has mechanics. So it starts off like any other boss. He has some like danger puddles. Make sure you don't stand in them. He will also start to summon ads, which are annoying. You know what? I'll help these cops out. I'll actually take the ads. He'll also summon like eggs that explode, so don't, you know, stand with them. But you gotta move. So yeah, he'll target a person. All right, and then tail. When the tail becomes targetable, you actually want to swap to attacking the tail, because that stops all of his super annoying poison attacks and also stuns him for a bit. You want to go a little monster hunter on him. What? Nope. Oh god, the egg. I didn't see the egg. You know what? I'm a limit break. I'll be one. Eh. And we win. Easy peasy. Finally, fresh air. Mayhap not so fresh, but better than before. Ah, Sinister One is gone. This one can leave this awful place. Did Walking One vanquish the many-legged one? This one is grateful to Walking One. This one is called Frixio, eldest of these ones of Little Solus. Hang on, convenient flashback time. Alpha Squad reporting, sir. Nothing of note at Lark's call, sir. Understood. Return to Area 12. Damn it, where's that accursed icon hiding? No sign of our wizened friend. Afraid not, my lord. Shall I order the search perimeter be expanded? Absolutely not. We risk alerting the Gridanians to our presence. His Excellency bid us avoid unnecessary confrontation. Loath that I am to admit it, I have found no evidence to suggest that Ramuh will be gracing the mortal realm in the near future. I ask you, what good is a god that does not grant one's wishes? Were I a sylph, I should strongly consider finding myself another idol. Which reminds me, what of the sylphs we captured? A handful of them seemed to be in reasonably good health when I last looked. Apologies, my lord. I fear we may have been overzealous in our efforts to compel them to summon their icon. Really, Centurion? Were you not aware that vegetables bruise easily? Well, it is well that I did not entrust you with the important task of making my dinner. Well, mayhap it was a kindness. Better dead in truth than dead to one's own god, I suppose. If you believe in such things. Dawn is upon us. Make ready to withdraw. Useless. We are so close to completion. I can fair taste it. But at this rate... No, I must be patient. Our efforts will bear fruit in time. What was it you always said? Ah, yes. Though it means bringing down the very heavens, who shall challenge the limits of possibility, if not we? And that alone were you right, Garland. But your star is long fallen, while mine doth begin to rise. And it shall burn so bright, that Lord Van Baelsar's ultimate weapon will seem a mere candle besides it. Thank you, villain, for the convenient monologue exposing all of your plans. Those walking ones did for Noxia. This one is certain of it. This one fears that other taken ones also suffered the same fate. This one is convinced walking ones have black hearts. Seek only to harm these ones. Walking ones are not to be trusted. Now, Norixia, do not pass judgment so hastily. Not all walking ones are alike. Though there are evil ones among the walking ones, there are good ones also. Love a good crazy laugh and evil monologue. It's a classic combo. It sure is. And with the Realm Reborn, I'm pretty sure we get several of them. Almost all the villains will monologue, but monologue and laugh? That's primarily in a Realm Reborn. Does walking one feel unwell? I saw you get scared by the Garleans. Also, is Frixio a bulb of garlic? So, Frixio here is a sylph. Frixio is one of the only ones that has a unique model. All the sylphs are like little like cabbage people. But yeah, now that you mentioned it, Frixio does kind of look more like garlic. This one would know. What brings walking ones to this place? You did. I'm here to rescue you. We're trying to broker peace with the sylphs and we need you. This one came to this one's rescue at Noraxia's bidding. I think this one owes Walking One a debt of gratitude. Walking One has questions about Lord Ramu. Then this one will provide answers. But first, let's these ones quit this lightless place. This one will return to Little Solus. When Walking One is ready, please come to see this one. These ones may speak properly then. Looks like the garlic fairy and you're here for it. God, you saying garlic fairy just reminds me of how Celebi is called the onion fairy. Then it is settled. Let this one accompany Walking One outside. No. Is there a thing in, like, mythology that are, like, weird little, like, cabbage spirit fairy things? Because it is a little interesting that there's, like, Celebi and these guys, and they all look like they could be based on the same thing. Because I know a lot of Pokemon tend to be based off of, like, mythological creatures and whatnot. Kind of love Celebi, not gonna lie. Celebi is so cute. Ah, you're back. Tell me the Sylph Elder as well. Thank the gods for that. I don't really know what to make of the rest of your tale, but I'm full glad that Frixio didn't come to any harm. But there I go tempting fate. Run over to Little Solus and secure us peace with the Sylphs before aught else befalls us, huh? Rest assured, I'll send word to our friends of Charlian and the Twin Adder both. You've done Gridania a great service this day, lass, and earned yourself a place of honor here at the Druthers in so doing. Be sure to come by whenever you feel like a drop of Kikrin firewater. Hooray! A simple gift. Muscadon has something he wants delivered to the Sylphs. Say, friend, there's something I'd like to ask you. I'd like to ask you to see delivered to the Sylphs of Little Solus. This Azima Rose Oil. It's a gift to celebrate the safe return of their tribe's elder, and a token of Gridania's desire to unite. The wood is not what it once was. The calamity changed the elementals, weakened them. Until their strength is returned, we must lend them hours to keep the wood safe. But ours alone will not be enough. We must have the strength of the Sylphs as well. Only by working together and fighting together will we survive together. And the Trolls would with us. The gift I ask you bears a symbol of the hope that both Gridanians and Sylph alike will live to see the light beyond this darkness. Okay. No flying around. God, why is there a fate in the middle of the fucking camp? A gift from Walking One Buscaron. A gift for these ones. Excuse me? Azima Rose Oil, a fragrant oil pressed from freshly harvested Azima rose hips. Such a lovely scent. This one has never smelled anything like this before. Walking One Buscaron and Adventuring One are very kind. Know that this one is deeply grateful. Many Walking Ones are scary. Many Walking Ones utter many lies and much deception, but this one is moved. Let all these ones be friends forever. Believe in yourself. Camuxio wants you to discuss peace with Frixio. This one has been expecting Walking One. This one fetches Elder One. Oh yeah, here's some of the other sylphs in the more generic model of sylph, and how they are very clearly cabbages. This one is pleased to see Walking One again. Welcome to home of these ones. there you are, Fernlona. We have just been hearing tell of your deeds of dare doing. Well done. Ah, the walking ones who aided Norexia. This one is grateful. A pleasure to have been of service. If you do not mind my asking, how did your misadventure come about? This one does not mind. The misadventures, as Walking One calls them, of this one began when Imperial Ones entered the wood. Fearing trouble, these ones decided to watch Imperial Ones closely. But these ones watched too closely, and Imperial Ones noticed and tried to catch these ones. Having nowhere else to hide, this one fled into Totorak, would that this one had not. In Totorak, a sinister one robed in black tried to feed this one to a many-legged one. A sinister one robed in black? Why do I have the feeling I should be more worried about that than I am? Yeah, it was an Asian. Elder Frixia, we come to you as emissaries of the nation of Gridania. This missive bears word of the Elder Seedseer. This one sees, so walking ones of Gridanias are fearful of Lord Ramu. Plainly put, yes, your people have summoned the Lord of Leven but once, yet that single occurrence occasioned great harm, or great alarm. I didn't mean to skip that. But it's not as if the Gridanians dislike you or anything. Actually, it's just the opposite. They think of you as friends, and they don't want anything to get in the way of that. That's why the Elder Seedseer wrote to you. This one knows and respects Horned One Kane Senna. Be assured, the walking ones of Gridania, these ones have no desire for conflict. I just also realized I've been running off a small text box that I can read, but I don't think you guys can read very well. As soon as I'm out of this cutscene, I need to make it bigger. I'm so sorry it took me 2 hours into the stream to realize. These ones resorted to summoning Lord Ramu to protect wood from Imperial ones. This one counseled against doing so, but was not heeded. Against this one's wishes, Lord Ramu was summoned, and all those ones who took part became touch ones. You're on your phone, so you can barely see anyways. Whoops. My bad. These ones want so desperately to turn touched ones back to normal ones, but did not know how. Still do not know. Touched ones, meanwhile, wanted these ones to turn into touched ones, and did know how. So this one fled to Little Solace with all those ones who did not wish to be bound to Lord Ramu. But walking ones of Gridania need not fear touched ones or Lord Ramu. Unlike other primal ones, Lord Ramu is not callous or cruel. So long as walking ones do not trespass on these ones' ancestral home, where touched ones reside, walking ones will not suffer thunderous judgment. But this one has spoken enough of touched ones, this one would speak of instead of these ones. As this one once said, these ones desire peace with walking ones of Gridania, and so these ones ask for a chance to set things right. By way of an addendum, mortals who are tempered to come to take on the qualities embodied by the primal in question. In case of the Sylphs, Ramu's influence has made them fiercely protective of their homeland. That explains why they're so hostile to trespassers, but what about the abductions? A fine question, Ida. The abductions are, I believe, an expression of the tempered sylph's desire for reconciliation, another quality traditionally associated with Ramu. In the crudest manner imaginable, they seek to bring their fellows back into the fold, a timely reminder that the challenges posed by each primal are unique. Elder Frixia, we thank you for making your will known to us. The people of Gridania will rest easier in knowledge that they and the Sylphs are united in their desire for peace. Wishing to cooperate, this one has written down the feelings of these ones. Please see that these feelings are conveyed to Horned One Kane Senna. And with that, I believe we can lay the matter of Ramu to rest. that Sylph Elder is very reasonable, I must say. You could learn a lot from him. Was that a jibe? If so, I feel it only fair to observe that one of us wouldn't recognize reason if it punched her on the nose. Did I say fair? I meant reasonable. Practice your comedy routine elsewhere. Anyway, we're gonna head back to the Waking Sands and tell Minfilia all about it. Fear not, we will be sure to mention the instrumental part you played in all of this. And while we see to that, we should appreciate it if you would deliver Frixio's missive to the Adder's Nest. Elder Frixio, we humbly thank you for your time. It has been an honor. The honors is this one's. Together, let lucky ones of Gridania and these ones find a way to live in peace. Sounded like a bitchy comment to me. Please wait, walkie one, friend Lona. Yeah, thank you, Miss Garlic Fairy. I don't actually know if the sylphs have gender. I'm just giving them all cutesy voices because they're tiny. This one has yet to give Walking One a token of this one's appreciation. When Walking One summoned Lord Ramu, these ones were gifted with this crystal. This one would now bestow the crystal upon Walking One as a symbol of these one's trust. Thank you for the magic crystal that's going to go in my collection. I believe we now have 3 out of 6. This one was not mistaken about Walking One. Did you see that somehow? Walking One is destined to walk a fate far crueler than this one can imagine. Saw brilliant light from within Walking One enveloped in the crystal this one saw. Mark this one well. That crystal will one day be of use to Walking One. Walking One must keep that crystal safe at all times. I want this cutscene and I want to make the text box bigger! Before Walking One returns to Gridania, this one would ask Walking One to watch touched ones. So long as touched ones are not troubled, touched ones will not make trouble. If Walking One witnesses touched ones making no trouble, then mayhap Walking One can testify to Walking Ones of Gridania that these ones mean no harm. These ones' homeland is fraught with danger. This one marks down safe places to look out for touched ones. Thank you! Now I can make you big. There we go. Is that better? That should be better. Hopefully that's better. There are tempered sylphs in the distance. You do not sense that they pose a danger if left alone. Well, they are about, but apparently they make no trouble. If it isn't for Lona, home with the meeting with the sylphs. Letter from the Elder. The fluid lettering of the little soulless Elder Frixio is as beautiful as it is unintelligible. A message from the Sylph Elder himself. Okay, no, they do have gender. If I may. So, the Sylphs have no desire for conflict, nor do they intend to summon Ramu. And as long as we leave the Tempered Ones be, we need not fear any aggression on their part. The Elder Seer will be overjoyed to hear that the Sylphs have welcomed our overtures. And in the knowledge that they bear us no ill will, we may channel our resources towards tackling more conspicuous threats to our security. You have done this nation a great service, my friend. On behalf of all Gridanians, I give you my thanks. Back from the wood. Commander Hirlua appears to have more to say. I don't know how French works. Which is going to become a problem, and I'm going to need to look into how French works later. The Sylphic folk have long been friends to Gridania. The mere thought of being at war with them pained Elder Seer to no end. But owing to your efforts, she will be able to resist. She'll be able to rest easier. Being the benevolent soul that she is, my lady will surely try to find a way to reverse the temporary process. But to once again, I thank you. Had the Scions of the Seventh Dawn not offered to mediate between our peoples, suspicion and doubt may well have led us into needless conflict. Pray, pass on my regards to Lady Minfilia. Speaking of, I believe she's calling me right now. Hello? Hello, Frelona. Can you hear me? It is I, Minfilia. Ida and Populino returned some time ago, and they wasted no time in regaling me with the tale of your exploits. In large thanks to you, the name of one primal may be struck from our list of enemies, and the Gridanians may turn their attention to more pressing matters. Well done. Yet the end of one tale is but the start of another. Pray, return to the waking sands, there we go again, at your earliest convenience. I would apprise you of the present situation in person. Nope, not Mordona. That's the wrong one. Pray return to the waking sands yet again. This is the what, like second or third time I think that text has shown up. There's a reason why it's a meme. How's it going? Well, if it isn't my favorite adventurer, welcome back, Frelona. Lady Minfilia awaits you within the cellar. Please enter at your leisure. Oh, okay. Instant cutscene. I am given to understand that the matter of Ramu has finally been resolved. I fear resolved bespeaks of a permanence that we cannot rightly claim, yet I am well satisfied that the Lord of Levin will not trouble us in the foreseeable future. Your satisfaction is assurance enough for me. How fares the investigation? Hey, NDB, thank you for the follow. Thank you, thank you. Well enough. Thancred is sparing no effort. They are many in one, just as you suspected. Their purpose, however, eludes us still. Oh, and thank you for the subscription as well. Thank you, thank you. Very appreciated. welcome to the crew. Enjoy your emotes. I actually do have an idea for one more emote, but I remembered that it was my affiliate anniversary like too late and I didn't get around to drawing it. Hopefully I'll remember to do it. I see this is what you're doing. Just started playing Final Fantasy XIV? Hell yeah. I hope you enjoy. It starts off a little slow, but it gets really good if you just like hang in there. But hey, was that one sub and the 2 gift subs so that you can get the mount? Because I believe that promotion is going on. Do you want the snowman with the purple scarf? Does subbing count or is it only gift subs? I actually have no goddamn clue. Enjoyed ARR and yep, you just really wanted the mount. You want love purple? Heck yeah. So yeah, I didn't advertise this at all because I know very few of my viewers play this game for themselves, but there is currently a like support a streamer campaign going on with 14 and Twitch, where so long as someone is streaming 14 and has 14 as their category, if you gift sub, if you gift sub or both sub and gift sub a total of 3 subs, you can get a code to get a mount that is a snowman with a purple scarf. And it's a really funny mount because you ride it by being inside of the snowman. You also get like 50 Aetheryte tickets or something. Which can be used to teleport for free. Yeah, I did not realize it was both subs and gift subs. I thought it was just gift subs. I see. Ah, but I have been meaning to ask, but is Alice quite well? I feel as if I have scarcely seen her in recent days. Oh, you haven't... Oh, you haven't, and nor have I, alas. Alice has chosen to walk her own path, stubborn girl, but you may be as assured that our destination remains the same. And on that note, I take my leave of you. I trust the Baldessian report will serve you well. I take it we can proceed as discussed. Why do you ask? You scarce need my permission to act. Hello, small child. It is good to see you again, Forlona. I have been looking forward to congratulating you on your triumph in the Twelveswood. Owing to your efforts, conflict has been averted. Truly, you have done the Scions proud. And with that, we can strike Ramu from the list. Who's next? The Sahagin and Leviathan? The Lord of Whirl has not answered his minion's call of late, nor is he expected to do so in the near future. While the Sahagin remains as aggressive as ever, they lack the quantity of crystals required to call forth their god. As with the Sylphs, we can leave them to their own devices. For a time, at least. For a time bears repeating. We can ill afford to fall complacent. It is as Yustola says, unless we know the minds of the beast tribes, we cannot predict with any certainty when next a primal will return to plague the land. This being the case, we must proceed with as much haste as prudence allows. Any word on Titan? The maelstrom keeps the kobolds under constant observation. We shall hear from them ere long, and you may depend on it. Indeed. So then, of all the known primals that have been active in recent times, we are left with Wait, I mean Garuda, who is the primal of the Exo who live near Gridania. That's what I meant. So many moms to cover. Would that there were a more efficient way to conduct our surveys. Were he still with us, we should not long have waited for a more practicable solution. She's not wrong there. Where in the world are you, Chief? But one sure step at a time. Henceforth, the Order of the Twin Adder will handle all matters pertaining to the Sylphs, under the sage guidance of the Seed Seers. I bid you all enjoy a moment's respite. You have earned it. And by respite, you mean immediately jump back into quests, yes? Is there something else for Lona? I don't remember. Oh, right, yes, Asians, that's important. Beg pardon, a man named La Habrea, sporting a red mask and robed in black. Oh, 12 preserve. Prior to the calamity, the Asians took great pains to remain hidden. Why would they choose to cast off their veil of secrecy now? Gods, this bodes ill. We must take advantage of the present lull in primal hostilities and investigate this La Habrea. Learn all we can of him and his designs. I dread to think... Tataru! Oh, hello. Sylph? In Thanalan? At long last, this one finds walking one from Lona. This one is most dependable of these ones, is sent by Elder One Frixio to help walking ones. This one is called Noraxia. This one comes as friend. Let these ones be friends. But pleasure to meet you, Noraxia. We have a new self buddy. How you doing, Thancred? For Lona, pray do not concern yourself with my welfare. My current investigation has yielded some curious results, and at present I am pondering how best to proceed. If you say so, bud. Excuse me, lass. This might sound strange, but you ain't by chance seen a fella what looks exactly like me. I'm looking for my twin brothers, see, and I heard that they might have come through here. They could be dead for all I know. At least it feels like I've been chasing ghosts for an eternity now. Hi, hello. Greetings, Scion. I come on behalf of the students of Baldessian. You may address me as Clive. Is there some reason you are still here? Please carry on. I am not here to see you. Rude? How dare you? People in masks cannot be trusted, but Biggs and I wear masks all the time when welding. That's a little different. If only Master Garland were still with us. He was a brilliant man, full of might, life, and purpose. Kind and generous, and he also taught us everything we know about engineering. Though, believe me, he could also be a very hard person to please. He would force us to completely rebuild devices if even a single flaw was discovered. I can only imagine what he'd say if he saw the tiny Bronco. I'm starting to wonder if it's worth the hassle to prove who he was. I mean, maybe some folk would say, good on you, mate, thanks for fighting the Saviorzia and whatnot, but I reckon most would ask what we've done for him lately, and if not spit on our faces for allowing Bahamut to blow up half the goddamn world. Knowest the importance of the broken staff within the solar? It fell from the grasp of Archon Louis Sois, The man who, in his abiding love for all the Eorzeans, shielded us against the storm of the calamity. The stars wheel across the heavens and the skies brighten once more. The survivors gather and ignite a fiery dawn to burn away at the glowering shroud. Ah, but Destiny, thou art beautiful. What the fuck are you talking about, my guy? In recent days, I've resumed my training. Idle hands make for idle minds, and painful memories are all too quick to resurface. There are two types of Alamegans: fools who wish to fight back but know not how, and cowards who have chosen to run from their worries. The young man over there is a striking example of the former. Me, I'm of the latter. Or couldn't you tell? As you have doubtless witnessed in your travels, the lands of Eorzea are gasping under the pall of a suffocating darkness. I must wonder if it is this darkness that invites disaster, or simply that disaster has left such gloom in its wake. One thing is for certain, now is not the time to relax our vigilance. Okay, that is it. A masked man? I vaguely recall some of Malja ranting about something like that in the middle of a skirmish. Of course, I wasn't listening too closely on account for the fact that their friends were trying to kill me. I don't mean to waste your time, friend, but that's the only thing that comes to mind. To me, with the antecedent soon to discuss a matter of great import. Ahaba thinks it's about my first official mission. I suppose it would be good if it was, yeah? I mean, I'm not sure if I'm ready, but still. Walking ones from Molda have not seen these ones before. This one knows, but must walking ones make such screams when seeing this one's face? This one cannot get a wink of rest. Look, Neuraxia, I realize that this makes no sense to you, but you must try to be more discreet. Years ago, a law was enacted in our doll whereby... Please just trust me and try to stay out of sight. Neuraxia and I both wear a mask. We're going to get along famously. I just know it. I believe you will, Ida. I believe you will. Alright, hi Minfilia. Sorry, I was just checking in with everyone. Checking in with everyone. Yes, Tataru is as ready to express her fright as she is to express everything else. Not all of us are forged as the same steel as you, I'm afraid. But it takes so kind to make a family, and it pleases me to no end to see ours continue to grow. One by one, the people of Eorzea are beginning to unite, Ferlona, drawn to the hope that shines within you. Yet a darkness threatens to engulf this light. Never have I doubted the Ascians' presence, but they have grown so brazen as to carry out their work in plain sight fills me with a sense of deep foreboding. Yeah, it's not great. And oh hey, we're done with part 2 of New Game Plus. I think that means we're halfway through because that's... Yeah, because part 5 and part 6 I think are the patches that lead up to Heavensward. So yeah, we're like halfway through. Because, I mentioned this when I first started streaming this game. I'm going to explain it again now. The way I am going to stream this game is so that I'm not, streaming this game every day for like a goddamn year, is that I'm gonna break it up. I'm gonna do an expansion, and then I'm gonna take a break and play some other games, and then I'm gonna do the post patches for an expansion, take a break, play some other games, do an expansion, take a break, do some other games, post patches, etc., until we catch up, I suppose. So yeah, the adventurer's victory over Ifrit, the Lord of Inferno, prompts comparisons to be made to the fabled Warrior of Light. Yet, even as the feat draws the admiration of the masses, so too does it draw the ire of the shadowy Asians. To what end these masked individuals scheme remains to be seen, the search for answers beginning with the one named La Habrea. Can I do it in here? Or do I need to, like, leave completely? Okay, I can do it from out here, thank God. Not being able to activate New Game Plus in the same area that the quest starts in is so weird. Shadow of Darkness. Minfilia would have you investigate the mysterious La Habrea. I'm afraid there's no rest for the weary, Fernlona. We must delve further into the motivations of the masked man, the Ascian known as La Habrea. This is an ideal moment to do so, while our hands are not bound with dealing with another primal. At present, we know little and less about the Ascians, only that destruction follows in their wake. I should not be surprised if these beings are behind the chaos that wrecks the realm. If my fears prove to be reality, we must do all in our power to stop them. Earlier, I sent word to each Grand Company to solicit cooperation. The Immortal Flames responded to the effect that they have information on a potential sighting. This is intelligence that we can ill afford to ignore. Go speak with the Flame Commander Swift at the Hall of Flames in Oldad to inquire further. How you should go about the investigation thereafter, I leave wholly to your discretion. But whatever you do, never forget that we are dealing with the unknown. You cannot take too many precautions. Be safe, Fernlona. Okay. Whee! Oh, is Ganondorf here supposed pretending to be hard-boiled? Is that why he's dressed up like that? And not just like for Christmas? Alright. The masked man. Oh, they come on behalf of the Scions, of course. Yes, as we have already relayed to Lady Minfilia, there have been sightings of this rogue near, about eastern Thailand. A brass blade stationed at Highbridge described him in detail when he alerted us to suspicious activity. I would point you to the witness, but I'm afraid he died not 2 days ago, slain by a marauding horde of Keycurn. Fate can be a cruel mistress. But do not be quick to despair. Being situated on a trade route, Highbridge sees its fair share of travelers. Folk are always coming and going, and some among them may have well caught a glimpse of your target. You could do worse than speak with a merchant named Hihibaru. The fellow's always starved for customers, and he'd no doubt welcome your attention, whether or not you have coin or the mind to spend it. I love Lalafell names. They're always so funny. Hehebaru, Momodi Tataru. They're very good. I'm such a suck. I say this every time. I am such a sucker for glowy rocks. I see the, like, big glowy aetheryte crystals in the distance against the night sky, and I'm just like, this is hitting every single one of my loves. Welcome to Highbridge, adventurer. Whatever you seek, I, Hihibaru, can provide it. Probably. You're after a masked man? I'm not sure if I have one of those in stock. Oh, you're after a masked man. Why didn't you say so sooner? Such an individual might have appeared in one of the many rumors I have heard. If you linger a while, perhaps you'll learn a thing or two, huh? High Bridge times. Hihibaru wants to help you find La Habrea. Maybe. When the Order of Nadthal began excavating the ruins below, I had hopes that Highbridge would turn into a bustling hub for pilgrims. But thanks to the nigh endless beastman raids, folk are too afraid to come within a mile of here. I sold everything I owned to get my venture started, and I'm loath to give up without making an earnest effort to stick it out. If things keep going as they are, I'll be bankrupt before the moon is through. Whiny won't be doing me any good, though. No, for my business to survive, I need business. Speaking of which, perhaps you'd like to browse my wares? I spent a bit of coin to help a struggling merchant. The masked man? Don't take your bloody masked man. I know what I said before, but vague rumors are all I've got. If you want to know about them, go and ask the other merchants. I'm sorry, sir, but it's a matter of safety of the realm, even if you don't believe me. I have heard tell of the masked devil. It seems he's been appearing not only around Highbridge, but elsewhere about Thanaland, too. Enough folk have reported seeing him to convince me that he's more than a figment of the imagination, but little is known about him otherwise. It's not a lot to go on. On the trail of a masked man. I heard of him, but only in hushed tones and faint whispers. It's said that he wears a masked black hooded robe and looks right suspicious, and that's about all I can say. Little though it is. Is this who we are looking for, though? I haven't seen a masked man wearing a dark robe. No, I haven't, nor do I wish to. Business is bad enough without shady characters looking about. Folk have been giving Highbridge a wide berth because of all the Keycurrent raids. None but the most devout pilgrims are willing to come here anymore. Hihibaru, please? I need information, I beg. Judging by your expression, I take it you didn't learn much of use. Look, I'm sorry for my rudeness earlier. It's just that things are tough for us merchants at the moment. The Keycurrent raids are so constant, so organized, that we're beginning to suspect that someone's orchestrated it all. I tend to put my own welfare first, like most of us do, but that doesn't mean I'm a bad person. I promise to keep an eye out for your masked man. If I see or hear anything, you'll be the first to know. I suppose that's something. Thank you, sir. Where there is smoke, Hihibaru has information that will surely lead you to La Habrea. I finally got some honest-to-God's information about your masked man. I haven't left. Where did this come from? Why so confident? Because I saw him with my own two eyes. I was out for an evening stroll, minding my own business, when I noticed the column of smoke rising from a cliff over at Thal's Respite? Curious, I took myself over there to find a masked man. Your masked man, I am sure of it, standing by a fire. As if in answer, some Keycurrent soon appeared after, and the group began to talking at length. I'm afraid I was too out of earshot to hear much of anything. After the group had dispersed, an idea came to me. If you were to use this smoldering coal to start a fire, you might be able to arrange a similar meeting. It will be dangerous, I shouldn't doubt, but you've proven yourself more than a match for a pack of rats. So, what do you think? That's some sound, reliable information, if I do say so myself. Well worth all the lingering about you've been doing, wouldn't you say? That's actually the most helpful you've been, Hibaru. Thank you. I appreciate it immensely. So over this way, huh? Yeah, good luck with that, boys. I'm not partaking. Oh, up there. Smoldering coal. Red hot piece of carbonized wood that, when placed on a wet wood or leaves, will create a billowing tower of smoke that can be seen from miles. You're not who I want. You're not the masked man I'm looking for. I need a man with a red mask and a black robe that has spiky metal bits on it. The failings of being a character that's not allowed to speak. I'm not allowed to be specific. Back so soon? Were you able to find any clues leading to your masked man? Ward of the Destroyer. A paper ward inscribed with a prayer to the patron deity of Alamigo, Rauger. The scroll! It bears a prayer to Rauger the Destroyer! In case you're unfamiliar, Rauger is the guardian deity of Alamigo, which is currently under Garlean rule. It's highly uncommon for folk of other nations to revere him. I heard in my last guild that your assailant was Alamigan. It seems this masked man of yours was very well connected. I must confess, the merchant in me envies such a diverse network of contacts. That selfsame merchant also senses danger ahead. And darkness, besides. Are you certain you'd rather not take things nice and slow here at Highbridge? It's a matter of import and safety of the realm. On to Alamigo. Hibaru has a suggestion to help you with your investigation. The Alamigan bandit you had a run-in with is somehow connected to your masked man of mystery. So it stands to reason that if you want to pick up the trail again, you should head towards Little Alamigo, over in southern Fenland. Just so you know what to expect, the settlement is the favored destination for those refugees who couldn't, well, adapt to life in Ul'dah. The hearts of the denizens are said to be as barren as the wasteland they live in, and for all intents and purposes, it's a lawless place. Be prepared for a not-so-warm welcome. Now, I'm not certain how much help she'll be, but it just so happens that I have a daughter who has, relocated to Little Alamigo. Her name is Hihibra, and it shouldn't hurt to seek her out first. Now, while you have her attention, I'd be obliged if you could send my love. Not a day goes by where I don't think of her. I suppose this is it, then. I hope that you would linger here a while, call some fiends, spend some coin, what have you, but something tells me you're destined for greater things. Whatever it is you end up, or wherever it is you end up, I wish you the best. Thanks, bud. Yeah, Southern Thanaland is a place that we haven't been to yet, and as such, I'm gonna walk there first, even though I could teleport. It's fine, we get to take a scenic route and look at the night sky. Which I guess we're gonna be seeing a lot of because... I'm going to be streaming at the same time most days. Which means most of the time when I stream this game, it's going to be nighttime. I guess that works out in my favor. Because, like, even though I am still currently in A Realm Reborn, I'm still, like, I am already planning things for, like, later moments in the game. And there is, one scene that, happens way later because it's in Shadowbringers, but it is a scene that actually does not have a locked time of day for the cutscene, but it makes the most sense for it to be happening at night. And so it's just like, if I got to that point and it was daytime on stream, I would try my best to just faff about until it was nighttime again, so that it, made more sense. But yeah, this is Little Alamigo. I kind of came in the wrong way. This is the main entrance for it. They live in this big rock. Again, new aetheryte. Make sure you attune to it. But we need to go back here so that we can go speak to Hehera. Why, yes, Hehebaru's my father. He said what? Wish that I could be a better daughter to him. It's just that... Oh, I'm sorry. I shouldn't bother you with family matters. But I am grateful to you for delivering the message. Now then, what brings you here? A masked man? I'm afraid the description doesn't ring any bells, but one of the others may have seen something. I would recommend you first speak with Gunnabald, the leader of the settlement. I must warn you, though, he isn't exactly accommodating to outsiders. Well, that's fine then. Let him keep his secrets. Who are you? State your business and be quick about it. I'm looking for a masked man. Looking for a master villain, you say? Why should we help you, pray? We struggle enough without having to answer the whim of every outsider. You're not welcome here. Be gone. Well, that went well. Is there any way I could reconvince you? I mean, I know I've already done all the side quests here, but can I try again? So I think this is one of the few times in the game where you end a quest, and then the next quest doesn't actually start immediately next to it, and you have to, like, move a bit. Normally I mean, they never, like, end a quest and then have, like, the next quest be, like, in a different region. But normally it's like, you know, like, oh, I finished talking to this guy. Quest over. Next quest would be, like, you know, the fucking this guy over here. So the fact that I actually had to, like, walk this far from Gunnabald over... Can I see him from here? Maybe, like, over there to here is like, wow. That's kind of unique, actually. T for 3. How do I say your name? Giselbert? Would like to aid you in your manhunt. Well met, adventurer. I'm Giselbert, head of security here at Alamigo. I heard that you had business with Gunnabald. Knowing the bristly old bear, I don't doubt he told you to bugger off. Owing to their hardships, the refugees don't trust anyone but themselves. Not even my men can get so much of a word of thanks out of them despite watching the place day and night. But thanks or no, I try to help my fellow man when I can. And you seem a decent sort. Excuse me. If you tell me what's brought you here, I might be as I can lend a hand. On the trail of a masked villain, you say? Can't say that sounds familiar, but I have men on the lookout for a Malja to the south of here. If there's been any suspicious activity, they're like to have seen it. I had a mind to take them with each a cup of sweet Thanalan teas to lift their spirits. If you were to run this little errand in my stead, they'd be all the more willing to tell you what they know. Okay. Okay, and you guys are, like, scattered about, I see. Ooh, the $7 of you! I'm trying to conserve energy here, so leave me alone. Sweet Thanalan tea. A piping hot infusion of freshly picked young Thanalan tea leaves mixed with a rich addle-goat cream and a generous spoonful of golden cactar flower honey. That actually sounds kind of nice. for being made of mostly fictional things. Well, ain't you considerate? My thanks, friend. What's that, a masked villain? And among the refugees, like it's not. Me compatriots that live here as to go, me compatriots as live here go about those they're dead on their feet. It's near impossible to tell what's on their mind. For all I know, they're all up to no good. Thanks, that's not helpful. Don't blame everything on the refugees, my guy. Here there. Are you an Amalja? No? Then carry on. Do I look like an Amalja to you? Here's your fucking tea. Ah, this sophisticated aroma. It has been forever since I had a drop of sweet stanolin. I'm gonna enjoy this. A masked man? Don't know, don't care. Unless he's got dark, scaly skin, stands 10 fulms tall and has the face of a lizard, then I don't give a mummer's fart. Thank you, you've been very helpful. Alright, what about you? Yeah, Zuku. Shoo, don't bother me. If the Amalja overrun us, I'm blaming you. Take your tea. For me, you shouldn't have. Sorry, a suspicious masked man? As a matter of fact, I caught a glimpse of someone fitting that description during the patrol. Well, I couldn't make out whether he was a man or not, what with the mask and the robe, but assuming it was a he was talking with some Alamegans. I assumed he was one of them. Again, I do wish we could be a little bit more specific about the red mask and the robe with the spiky metal bits so that we can be absolutely certain that yes, we are chasing after the right masked man. Ah, you're back. So, did my lookouts have a lot to share with you? That doesn't sound like much to go by. If you're going to get any further in your investigation, it seems to me you'll need the cooperation of the Alamegans. For this, you'll need to win their trust, and that won't be an easy task, especially given how you've already cleared all the side quests of this area. Foot in the door. Giselbert will offer you some advice regarding your investigation. So you're determined to press on with your investigation? Then I have some advice to offer. As I said before, you won't get far without the Alamegans' trust, and the best way to win that trust is to get a compatriot of theirs, someone they respect, to vouch for you. Coin does the talking on Ul'dah, but the Alamegans are bound by something far stronger, if not as tangible, a common purpose. That purpose, of course, the liberation of their homeland from the Garleans. I'm becoming Scottish, please help me. Guttabad belongs to the Alamegan resistance, so your best bet would be someone who's part of the same crew. If you know of any well-connected people, you might want to start by asking them. Okay, you want me to go back to Midphilia, huh? I thought you were going to just make me talk to, like, Hihira again or something, because she's a merchant's daughter who is living here in Little Alamigo, so you would think that the Alamegans trust her, given how they allow her to live there. Big stretch. Where the hell is my mouse? Hey, Tataru, what's up? Good morrow, Forlona. I trust your investigation's faring well. There we go. I was like, wait, my mouse speed has changed. I'm like, there we go. Now it's where I want it again. Midphilia, help me! Welcome back, Fernlona. How far is the investigation? I see. Given all that they have suffered, it is of little wonder the Alamegan refugees have lost faith in their fellow man. They have had their homeland taken from them, and for the past 2 decades, they have had to see it remain in the enemy's clutches. To compound matters, none of the 3 city-states have any means to take in all those who have been displaced. As a result, a great many Alamegans now live on the margins of society, suffering poverty and discrimination. Would that more could be done to ease their hardships. I fear that nothing short of reclaiming their homeland would be a lasting solution. But let us deal with one problem at a time, and returning to the matter of your investigation, it just so happens that there is an Alamegan native among the Scions. I should be pleased to introduce him to you. Yes? Are we going to get to talk to Orenvald in proper manner, other than me just talking to him for optional dialogue? Meeting with the Resistance. Minfilia wants to introduce you to an Alamegan member of the Scions. Oh, nope, it's Haribert. Oh, never mind. It's the other one. Your Alamegan comrade is named Haribert. He had joined our cause in the hopes that he might find a way to liberate his homeland. While he spares no effort towards that endeavor, I have no doubt that he would be glad to assist you. If I recall Oh, I'm sorry. Talking a lot also makes me really sleepy for some reason. If I recall correctly, Haribert is currently between missions. Try looking for him in the storage area. God, I got super turned around for a second. Anyway, Haribert, please help me. If it isn't for Lona Falcon, the Scion's rising star. That's not I can do for you? I need connections. You wish to win the trust of the people of Little Alamigo? That's a daunting task, my friend, even for our own countrymen. I would like nothing more than to help, but I'm afraid my name no longer carries the weight with that lot. I used to be a member of the Alamegan Resistance, you see, but I left in favor of joining the Scions. Though my allegiance may have shifted, my purpose remains ever the same, the liberation of Alamigo. Yet, whatever my reasons were, I have abandoned my comrades, and they will have nothing to do with me. Now, while I may have no more friends in the Resistance, I know someone who does. Her name is Albreda, and she's a resident of Quarry Mill. Say my name when you meet her, and she won't lead you astray. Is this a fucking fetch quest, but without the items? Or I'm just running around the world talking to a person who then sends me to another person who sends me to another person? Because again, I haven't done a Realm Reborn in like a year, so I don't remember the specifics. I remember the big story beats, but yeah, fetch quest without the fetch. Yeah, because it's not like I'm bringing like items to all these people. It's me, I am the item. You want me to introduce you to the Resistance? Why the hell should I do that? Just give me one reason. I'm friends with Haribert? Haribert sent you? God, that worthless horse son, he abandons his comrades, his woman, and now he has the gall to ask me for a favor? Simply incredible. I realized Haribert was only doing what he felt was right. He's a good man, and if he trusts you, then that's all I need to know. You see that bloke there? That's Mefred, a captain of the Resistance. I hope he can give you what you need. Mefred, whoops you. Killing him softly. Mefred needs help tending to a wounded brother. I am Mefred, proud man of the Alamegan Resistance. What business have you with me, adventurer? Captain, it's Galleon, sir. His wounds have gone infested and he's burning up. I don't think he's got much time. God damn it, I asked the villagers for aid and got on my knees and begged, but they refused to lift a finger. If Galleon dies, his blood's on their hands. These Quarry-Mill Cavern cravens will turn a blind eye to our plight, but they might listen to Albreda. I fear my anger will prevent me from rightly convincing anyone at the moment. I realize we scarce know each other, but this is a matter of life and death. Please, adventurer, go to her and try. I can do my best. Some of ours have to remain outside the hamlet. They're hardened soldiers all, but no strangers to discomfort. And no strangers to discomfort, but it's a trying experience, being in a place that loves you not. Yeah, I can only imagine. One of my efforts is in bad shape, you say? I'm sorry, but there's naught I can do. I want to help, truly, I do. They're my countrymen after all, but that would mean going against the elementals' will. Then fuck the elementals! I've been at Quarry Mill long enough to know how terrible the beings can be. I couldn't forgive myself if everyone gets banished because of me. If there's anyone who can help you, it'd be Charlene, the Hamlet's resident healer. If you take the matter to her, might be as she'll listen, though I wouldn't get my hopes up. See, this is what I meant in the PowerPoint when I was like, Gridania's kinda racist because of the forest spirits. You wish to aid the Alamegans? You're possessed of a kind heart, adventurer, but I'm afraid I have not the authority to grant you your wish. This authority belongs only to the elementals, eternal guardians of the Twelveswood. All outsiders, be they babes or at the breast or men grown, are judged of a night whether they may have a place beneath the boughs. Alas, the Alamegans' petition has been denied. Harsh though it may seem, they have not the leave to receive the wood. They have not leave to receive of the wood's bounty. Ever has it been since time immemorial, and ever shall it be. Why are y'all fucking like this? Gridania fucking sucks, dude. That's how it's to be then. The bloody hero might as well kill Galleon herself. Spit on the elementals and spit on their bloody will. I cannot wait until the resistance is free of this place. Me neither, honestly. Helping Horn. Mifred needs your help to save a wounded comrade. I led my men to Quarry Mill in hopes of finding refuge. Instead, we found indifference. Cold-blooded bastards want us out, and I can oblige them soon enough. The problem is, some of mine aren't fit to travel. Hells, Galleon can't even stand. As you well know, the people of this accursed hamlet won't help us. So I have no choice but to turn to you, adventurer. In my homeland, long antelope horn is a traditional remedy with poison-purging properties. If you could bring me, say, 4 horns, I'd be forever in your debt. Time to kill some deer. Nothing to fetch, no siree. Ba, 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 ba. And you. Thank you for your kindly donations of your horns. Ah, you're back. Tell me you've got 4 horns with you. Long antelope horn. This particular specimen is almost twice as long as a normal horn. How it grew to this size in a single season is baffling. But you're a godsend, adventurer. Praise Roger, there's at least one woman in this place who gives a damn. Now we just need to find a way to prepare them. You wouldn't happen to know a man named Buskaran, would you? A comrade of mine once told me about him once. They say he never turns away folk in need, no matter where they're from. Seeing as he runs a tavern, he's like us to have the tools to make the medicine. It'd be grateful if you could take the horn over to him and have them ground down. When that's done, bring the powder back and give it to Faramund here. Godspeed. Aye, aye, Capitan. As much as Gridania is a racist shithole, it does have really pretty music. Ah, Frenlona, ever a sight for sore eyes. How fares the adventure in? Well, in the coin like there's no tomorrow, I doubt. There's something to show me? I need these ground down, please. Well, these look like good old antelope horns. Need them ground down to make a medicine, you say? Here's a better idea. I'll give you some of the stuff I have in my stores. I'm no stranger to the remedy. Now, let me get friend once used it to treat my festering wound years and years ago. Safe to say, he saved my life. What's that? This is for an Alamegan soldier in quarry mill. So it comes full circle. Well, I hope it helps the poor sod that needs it. Oh, and don't worry your little head about a payment. I still owe you a great deal and more. You owe me, I reckon. Thanks, bud. I keep yawning. I think the cold is making me sleepy. Here's your medicine. It is well to see you returned. Have you the medicine for our brother? I sure do. Herbal ointment. If one is to believe Buscaron, this foul-smelling paste from Alamiga will stop a wound from festering. Gods bless you, adventurer. I see that Galleon receives treatment at once. Hopefully this will allow the captain to rest easier. It's been a terrible burden on him trying to keep every man alive. You've done us great kindness, friend. He ain't heavy. Meffred needs your help on finding a missing comrade. Adventurer, Galleon has gone missing. He's nowhere to be found. He shouldn't be walking about, not with those wounds. If he doesn't get the proper medicine and rest, his condition's like it's not to deteriorate where it was before. Or worse. We need you to find him. We need you to help us find him, and quickly. Start by asking Albreda. Might be as the woman's seen something. She's only like over here. Can't you ask her yourself? Again, I keep yawning. I don't want to be. Finally, it's about time you came asking about Galleon. I watched him leave Quarry Mill some time ago, and he left me with the sealed letter before he went off. Made me swear not to open it until he came asking. Or until someone came asking. My brothers, I cannot bear to be a burden any longer. That is why I must leave you all. Do not worry for me. Just find your way safely to Little Alamigo. Blasted, what did I know that what he was thinking? I would have stopped this folly myself. Why did you listen to him then? And not immediately be all like, hey, Galleon left and left this message. What is wrong with you, ma'am? The love Galleon bears for his brothers is so strong, he's willing to sacrifice himself for them. Make no mistake, entering the Trollswood in his weakened state is suicide. Hey, your bud's being an idiot. Out in the wilds, alone! That fool, that great big sentimental fool! My men and I will scour the woods for Galleon. Please help us find him before something terrible happens. Galleon! You dumb idiot, where are you? You! Yeah. Watch out! A goblin! Not even a problem. The galleon! Captain, but why? You should all be on your way. What do you take us for? We're Alamegans, and Alamegans never forsake one another. Hardships be damned. Remember the oath we swore, gods damn it! The oath to reclaim our homeland. We will set foot on Alamegan soil again, together or not at all. Do you understand me? Yes, sir. Good. Let us return to our brothers. Oh, and I don't even think that you'll that you'll get off lightly. As soon as you're healed, I'll give you a thorough thrashing. You'll wish that we didn't find you. I can't thank you enough for saving Galleon. I will see you back at Quarry Mill. And back we go. Forward and back and forward and back, and then you go forward and back. You need to take one step forward, because that's what ARR is. Gallen's expected to make a full recovery. We'll linger here till he's strong enough to take to the road again. As much as I mislike this place, beggars cannot be choosers. Come highly recommended. Meffred wishes to repay your kindness. Now that things are relatively settled, I seem to recall that you wanted something of me. You've proven a true friend to my people. Ask of me anything and it's yours, so long as it's mine to give. The cooperation of the people of Little Amigo. That's all? Far be it from me to question your desires, of course. But I will provide you with a letter to show to Gunnibald. The old bear was my mentor when I first joined the Resistance. He's intimidating to those who don't know him, but he takes care of his own. I have no doubt he'll do all in his power to aid you. Freaking finally. I'm gonna take a second to turn on the light in my room to see if that will help me stop yawning, because dear fucking god, I can't. All right. Okay. Gunnibald, let me in! Please? I keep having to do diversions. Why have you returned? You're not welcome here. I thought I made that clear. I have a letter, actually. Meffred's recommendation. A quickly drawn up letter addressed to one Gunnibald. You spoke with Meffred. It has been so long since I last heard from him. I had feared him dead. 12 be praised. Whoever you are, Meffred sees you as a friend, and any friend of Meffred is a friend of mine. I know of this masked stranger you seek, and I will tell you what I can. Thank you, sir, for finally deciding to help out. The bear and the young'uns cares. Gunnibald is willing to share with you what he knows about the masked stranger. An outsider resembling your masked stranger has been reportedly been appearing near Little Amigo of late. What's more, it seems that some of our young bloods are meeting with him in secret. No doubt you'll want to question them about their trysts, but they're not as likely to yield the information readily to an outsider. If you tell them I sent you, though, they may feel well obliged to talk. Will they? I sure hope so. Gunnibald sent you? Listen, I told them it was a bad idea. All that tripe about believing the masked man and... oh, you don't know anything about this. Why didn't you say so to start with? You can't throw the old bear's name around like that and expect me not to think I'm in for it. No, please keep going? That was good information? Masked man? I know what you're talking about. I ain't done nothing wrong, so leave me be. These little shits. Alright, is there someone down here? Okay, they're both down here. I did not mean to be standing in you, sir. I am so sorry. What? Have I been meeting any masked men lately? Let's see. Nope, can't say that I have. But I'll be sure to tell all my friends that you're looking for him. There's a bunch been skulking about right suspicious, but I've got nothing to do with them. I know trouble when I see it, and when there's trouble, mark me words. Yeah, no, they're still not willing to talk, bud. I tried throwing your name around. They still don't want to talk. So you have indeed confirmed my suspicions about a masked man. That is most troubling. Whatever the young ones are scheming, it can lead to no good end. There's an anger inside them, I can see it in their eyes. I ought to know, for it once burned within me as well. 2 decades ago, that same anger drove me and my brothers to rise up against the despot who ruled Alamigo. Not would do, but to depose him and usher in a revolution. Well, we got a revolution, all right. But it cost us our freedom. Blinded by our hate, we didn't realize that we had been dancing to the Empire's tune. And by the time we did, it was too late. Alamigo had fallen. There are times when a man must be patient, and now is such a time, though the young ones know this not. Until we intervene, unless we intervene, they are like us to commit great folly. If you learn aught of their plans, I would thank you to bring word to me. Well, what does this man say? Will Red wants you. Remfing has a secret message for you. Hey, Adventurer, you done talking with the old bear? I got a message for you from Milred. Lad's something of a leader among the young ones here. He's impressed that you've won over Gunapone and wants a word with you. Says he'll be waiting over at the craggy area north of here. Will he now? Hello, Fate. Stop spawning on top of me, please and thank you. That's a big fucking lizard. You. Thanks for coming, friend. Just no ordinary outsider who can gain the trust of that old bear. That's why I wanted to meet. You to discuss something in private. Tell me, what are you snooping about? Did the Empire send you, or someone else? Curl got your tongue? No matter. Whoever it is you work for, your meddling ends here. Get her! Are y'all stupid? Good job. I won't let you foil our plan. You're stronger than you look. This changes nothing. Threaten us, beat us bloody all you like, but nothing short of death can make us give up our fight. We're gonna attain the power to bring down the Empire, and with it, we'll reclaim our homeland. No, you fucking idiots. Listen, I get it, you want your home back, I understand, but you need to be smart about it. Attacked by Wilred and his cronies? But they would go to such lengths for the sake of this plan of theirs. Left to their own devices, those fools are like to harm others, if not themselves. We must uncover their agenda and put an end to this madness. Big Trouble in Little Alamigo. I do love how almost all the, like, quest names are, like, either puns or, like, references to things. It's very good. Gunnabald needs your help to rein in the young ones of Alamigo. Will Red mentioned obtaining the power to bring down the Empire. What power could he be speaking? Gunnabald, Oh no, that's not pained. That was like... Okay, whoopsies. Wrong kind of groan. Bertliana, God's preserve, what has happened? I was out foraging when the corpse brigade came. They took me to their hideout and they... The whole while they laughed at me. They said that I'd suffer because I cling on to hope. Is it wrong to dream of home? Is it wrong to call ourselves Alamegans? Do not heed such poisonous notions, child. Our dreams are what sustain us. Be strong. I swear to you, those villains will answer for their crimes in due time. But tell me, does anyone else know of this? Wilred, he saw me outside and he was so angry. I must tend to Bertliana. In the meantime, I need to find out what the young ones make of this. I fear that they may do something rash. Aye, aye, Capitan. Oh no, why are you giving me a search bar and not go here and talk to these people? Map of Zenark. Well, at least I found that one instantly. That's good. And now over here. What those animals did to Bertliano is unforgivable, and to think they look down on us. Well, I'll suffer this humiliation no more. I'm with Reborn to the bitter end. I'm not afraid of a few lizards. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Got a hunting knife. How do I go up? I know there's an up. There it is. I can't see these two. Let's talk to Wilred last. If the plan succeeds, we'll have the power to lay the Empire low, to change the world for the better. Might be as Gunnabald's content to eke out an existence in this musty old cave, but I'll be damned if I'm going to spend the rest of my life here. Now, where in the seven hells did I put that bloody map? I definitely don't have it. Don't even worry about it. What map? What are you talking about? I have nothing. Almighty Rauger, Lord of Destruction, we implore you, lend us your strength and put an end to the suffering of your people. Here to interfere again? Well, you're too late. Our plan is already in motion. Once we have the crystals, our enemies will pay for their crimes. No one will dare oppress us ever again. Are you about to summon a fucking primal, you idiots? Do you not know about the mind control and brainwashing the primals can do? Is that not a worry? Gone. A lot of them. That is as I feared. They mean to take matters into their own hands, but what exactly is it that they means to do? A blunt hunting knife. Countless years of use have seen the blade dulled and nicked, with the haft worn smooth. And Zenark map. A detailed map of the Amalja stronghold in southern Thanalan. What's this? A hunting knife and a map of Zenark? Wait, you said that Wilred spoke of crystals, did you not? But they couldn't possibly mean to... By the gods, this is rank madness! The young fools are trained and unbloodied all. They have no notion of how dangerous the Amalja are. They'll be butchered before they can get within 100 yalms of the crystals. They are headed east. If we hurry, we may yet find them before it's too late. Time to go babysit a bunch of people who apparently really desperately want to be brainwashed. Like, again, as I explained in the PowerPoint, primals do try to, like, do their best to summon, like, whatever wish, like, granted them existence. But it's like, is that really a fair trade for your free will and getting brainwashed? Well, Red, did no others survive? This is all wrong. Getting the crystals was supposed to be the start. We were going to reclaim our homeland. We... Pull yourself together, lad. We were going to make an offering of crystals to Ralger to summon him, just like the masked man taught us. We plotted to sneak into Zenark and make off with the lizardman's cash, but they caught us, and so many dead. Gods forgive me. Heathens, you shall pay for your crimes with your souls! I'm assuming this is the Amalja. Yes, it is. I regret our young ones' transgressions, but a soul is too high a price for youthful folly. For all their failings, they are the hope of the Alamegan people. This hope I will guard with my life. Alrighty, then. Forgive us, we only wanted... The excuses will keep. Anyone want to interrupt that? The whelps must pay for their crimes. But what if they didn't, though? I will not let you harm them. Adventurer, stay close to Wilred. Where? Oh, Wilred's of the falling petal. I see. Come, ye blessed of our Lord's strength, or Lord's breath. No. 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 Stop. Stop. We almost have them. Trying to like protect the healer because they're the only one who can heal. Hey, we did it. Hooray! Your skills at arms is impressive, adventurer. Our wayward youths could learn much from a woman like you. The battle is worn, but it would be unwise to linger here. Let us return to Little Alamigo. Wait, we've come all this way. We have to get the crystals. They're right there, right for the picking. Have you learned nothing, Wilred? Did you not see those tempered wretches? Such is the fate for those who are touched by a god. Is that what you desire for yourself and your friends? What? No one said anything about... The masked man told us that we could defeat the Empire if we summoned Ralger. He swore. Excuse me. Enough. I will hear the rest of the story I will hear the rest of this sorry tale in Little Alamigo. I dare say Ferlona will wish to hear it as well. Could you not teleport me with you, please? Take me with you, it'd be so much faster and easier. No more lies, Wildred. Tell us everything. I was outside with the others when he appeared, the masked stranger. He told us about summoning Roger, about using crystals, and then just vanished. We never saw him again. I wanted so desperately to believe that we could raise ourselves from the squalor that I never stopped to question his motives. But I should have known. There is no solution. Nothing we can do to change our lot. People are doomed to die and to live and die like beasts. Listen to me, Wilred. Our home may be lost to us, but it takes more than stones and mortar to define who we are. No matter where we may be, Alamigo lives on within all of us. It is for you to decide what to make of this legacy. But whatever you choose to do with your life, never forget that you owe it to this adventurer, an outsider. I won't. I promise. Thank you for saving me, and sorry I tried to kill you. My thanks as well, friend. It gives us hope to know that there are kind souls such as you out there. Little Alamigo may not have much in the way of comfort, but you will always be welcome here. All right. Well, we got some information. That's something, I guess. Back to square one. Gunnabald wants to wish you well on your investigation. Would that we had more information to offer, but what Wilred told you is the extent of our knowledge of the masked stranger. Left unchecked, that man will bring about great pain and suffering. I pray you'll find and put a swift end to this creature, for the sake of the young ones who died by his poisoned words. Well, we have confirmed that the Asians seem to be very, very interested in making sure primals continue to be summoned. That's something, even if we don't know where the hell La Habrea went. Every little bit of info helps, I suppose. Why are you here and why are you driving the Final Fantasy XV car? Alright, Minfilia, I'm back. I learned some information, but nothing that directly helps us. Welcome back, Frenlona. I'm reliably informed that the investigation took you to Quarry Mill in Little Alamigo. So tell me, were you able to learn aught of La Habrea? Kinda? Planted to knowledge of summoning an impressionable young minds, you say? Precisely the kind of deception the Asians would employ. While many of the ills that ail the land can be attributed to the calamity, some are brought about by a malign will. We must needs delve deeper into this, while the things remain quiet on the primal front. All work and no play makes Minfilia a dull scion. Did you say something? Nothing, milady. Mayhap we ought to rest a while before speaking further of the investigation. No rest, only quests. Look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, break long enough. Let's do more quests. Terror at Fallgord. Minfilia has another lead for you to pursue. While you were tending to the business in Thanaland, some new information arrived courtesy of our friends of the Sylphs. An individual fitting La Habrea's description has been sighted in the Northern Shroud. This sighting comes in the wake of a series of mysterious deaths in the self-same area. My instincts tell me that our man is involved. I would have you continue your investigation where you left off. 12 William will be able to pick up La Habrea's trail once more. Noraxia can furnish you with the details. Pray, speak with her and take it from there. As always, be careful out there, Forlona. Okay. Do y'all say the same things? Yes, it looks like it. Okay, yeah. Y'all are saying the same things. Lucky One is to investigate Sinister One, then heed well this one's words. According to one, this one is friends with a Walking One in the Ashcron Consortium. According to Friendly One, a Digging One named Metrod has encountered with a scary Master One. This Master One is most certainly Sinister One. Now, Walking One should go and speak with Digging One Medrod. Digging One is to be found at Fallgord Float in North Shroud. Wait, no, we haven't been to the North Shroud yet. I need to walk there first. At least I don't think we've been to the North Shroud. Oh yeah, North Shroud. Yet another little area of the Black Shroud. This place is really weird, like, level-wise, because, like, it has a bunch of, like, you know, like, baby enemies, because since it's next to a starting city, the enemies closest by do need to be, really low level. But then the weird thing is that as soon as you go a little bit more north... Look, I don't mean to be in the water. You start encountering enemies that are, like, level 25. Which, like, you know, oh god. And then there are enemies over here that are like level 37. And then if you keep going north, I want to say you can find some enemies that are like in the 40s. The enemy placement and levels of this area is so weird to me. Anyway, new place. Fallgord Float. Make sure you attune to the Aetheryte. Where the hell am I going? Are you in here? Yes, you are. Please, leave me be. I'm not long for this world. I looked death in the face. It's only a matter of time before he comes for me, just like he came for that poor woman. Medrod is clearly traumatized. Perhaps if you were to soothe him, he might remain calm long enough to hold a conversation. I'm gonna just gesture in the air in front of you. Just breathe and relax. And tell me everything. You're right, it's not as bad as it seems. I saw something terrible, that's true, but that hardly means that I'm going to suffer the same fate. Thanks to you, I can think straight again. I believe I can even recount what I saw without losing it. It was just an ordinary day. It was just another ordinary day. I was heading back to the float when I noticed a suspicious character in the distance. A masked man garbed head to toe in black. He had a hideous fiend in tow, a winged creature that was all eyeball and jagged teeth. Taken by curiosity, I crept as near as I dared. To see the corpse of a woman! One glimpse was enough to tell me that she died a gruesome death. In that instant, I knew right away that the masked man was a minion of Thal, come to claim her soul for his realm. What? You're investigating the same masked man? Yeah. If that's the case, we'll help you in any way we can. Aye, anything to ensure that we won't have to suffer Medrod's hysteria ever again. All right, teamwork. That's what I wanted to... Wait, I haven't been that bad, have I? And anyway, I'm all for helping this adventurer. It's the least I can do to repay her for comforting me. I forgot this bit is required by story. I thought this was an optional thing. This is so ridiculous. Adine has a proposal to make concerning your investigation. So here's what I know about the deaths. All the victims were found with their faces torn to shreds. Among the local fauna, the only skeleton known as Zeets can inflict such wounds. That's why some folk are pointing the finger at them. I somehow doubt that the answer is that simple, but for the sake of thoroughness, we should look into it. Why don't you put down, say, 3 of the creatures, and if you can find any proof connecting, and see if you can find any proof connecting them to the deaths. All right. I love the MMO quest where it's like, go here, kill enemies, come back. They're up there? Well, 2 of them are up here. Where's the rest of them? Ah, they're all down here. Alrighty, a 1, a 2, a 3. Why are the balloons angry? Oh, why is the slug? Leave me alone. But yeah, here's a fun fact. So some bits of ARR and in the post-ARR patches have actually been reworked over the years. There are less quests in them, especially in the like post patches where they removed a bajillion quests. And some of the quests that are left in have been reworked to make them easier. One of them being this quest, This is so ridiculous. So you know how I had to go kill 3 of those birds? Originally, I think you need to kill like 5 to 8 of them. I don't remember how much, but it was like an absurd amount. You've already seen to the Z's. Good work, adventurer. So, were you able to find aught to suggest the creatures are our culprits? I don't think so. I killed them too fast. Nothing? Truth be told, even if there were proof, I wouldn't know what it looked like. Anyway, I believe we can safely strike Z's from our list of suspects, which leaves us with the masked man and his winged eyeball. Seen eye to winged eye? Why are there 2? Why are there 2? I guess because these can be done in either order? Anyway, I'll continue talking with you. Rock of Rancor. Ideen has further knowledge of the mysterious deaths. There's something else I heard about the deaths. It appears all the victims have been comely maidens. I'd better watch myself, huh? Unseemly japes aside, there's been a rumor going around. There's some as whisper that, after each of them died, her rancor went into the great big rock west of here, causing it to flash and moan. This bears investigating, I reckon. I'm gonna give you a fire stand stake to blow off a piece of that crag. The stick doesn't come with a fuse or anything, so you have to throw the thing. Once you've torn the rock a new one, bring back some of the fragments and I'll give them a gander. Alright, I am not allowed to do the other quest until this one is done, I see. Yes, this way. Where the heck am I going? Ah, over here. Ba-boom! Oh, that's a lot of crystals, actually. I thought it was... I only saw the one. So it was just like, oh, okay. And then I saw the quest log, and it was like, what do you mean 5? Hey, turn around, dingus. Hello, bear. I guess I could have also gotten that down this way. Whatever. Nope, gotta go up. And then this way. Most folk are too scared to go within 100 yalms of the Rock of Rancor. Aye, it has a name. But what's a few vengeful spirits to a dauntless adventurer like you, huh? Lightning aspected crystal. Bigger than a shard, but not quite large enough to be a cluster. The energies emitted by this crystal lightly tingle the hands of any who touch it. Huh? Why, these are just your garden variety crystals! It's a bit hard to tell beneath all the dirt and grime, but they're definitely lightning aspected. I almost hate to say it, but that explains the flashing and moaning. Nothing to do with the masked stranger. Looks like I've gone and wasted both your time and a perfectly good fire stick. Oh well. Now what about you? Seeing eye to winged eye. Evalrout has information to share regarding your investigation. There's something you should know. I've been keeping this to myself lest I worsen Medrod's paranoia, but I too have seen the winged eyeball. I cannot say whether it was coincidence, but my sighting took place precisely at the same time as Medrod's. I was heading home after a day of digging when a shadow fell over me. Looking up, I found myself locked in a gaze with a giant eyeball. I let a scream out at the top of my lungs and ran without once looking back. This happened at the rocky area west of here, in case you have mind to investigate. Now this seems more promising. More so than a groaning rock, anyway. Hello, Mr. Eyeball. I would like to take a look. That's not an eyeball. Well, technically it has an eyeball, but that has many eyeballs. And not the one I'm looking for. A monstrous Banemite appeared, and you slew it? That creature had been a scourge upon the folk of Falgord. Intentional or no, you have done us a great service. You have my gratitude. But this does make me wonder, was it truly a winged eyeball I saw? Or merely a trick of the light combined with blind panic? Well, our investigating skills kinda suck, don't they? The power of deduction. Medrod is troubled by the dearth of new developments in the murder investigation. There have been no promising leads in the murders. I can scarce get a wink of sleep knowing that the killer is still at large. Judging by your furrowed brows, I take it this sorry business troubles you as much as it does me. I had been pondering my encounter. I was uncertain for a time, but there can be no doubt. It was a winged eyeball that I witnessed. It's impossible that I could have mistaken so distinct a creature for a Banemite. But you and I were moms apart. How could we both have seen it at precisely the same time? What's more, our adventurer friend here had a run-in with the Banemite at the very spot you claim to have seen that fiendish eyeball. Isn't that right? There must be an explanation. I know I saw an eyeball with wings. I would wager an apple tart on it. Oh man, an apple tart? That's how you know it's serious. Oh, he's serious? I love making a joke and then the game makes the exact same joke for me. It's good every time. Oh god, okay, we're fine. Almost just kicked over a controller. Oh, he's serious. But listen, mayhap it's not as mysterious as we're making it out to be. There's no reason why there couldn't be... Oh, gods above. There must be more than one of the buggers. God, it's so obvious. But then that means... Since there have been repeated sightings of these fiends, then there must be even more victims as of yet undiscovered. I do believe we're out of our depth. We ought to leave the rest to the expert. Yes, we're just civilians after all. Good luck, adventurer. It was a pleasure knowing you. Do you have no faith in me? Do you think I'm gonna die? Well, I burned to know the truth. There are some things that are best left unknown. Lest you've forgotten, it was at the rocky area to the west that I had my encounter. Should you discover aught of note, you will want to alert the authorities. There is a guardhouse nearby. The Serpent should be pleased for any information that pertains to the security of the region. It's so cold here. My legs are so cold. Oh yeah, I feel like I should mention, weather permitting, just like I do every year, the day after Christmas, I will be traveling to visit some family. And given how Christmas itself is also, on a stream day, Sunday stream on the 22nd will be the last stream of the new year. So yeah, we have the rest of today's stream, Thursday's stream, and then Sunday, and then I go on a break because holidays and family. Wait, nope, the guardhouse is over here. Greetings, adventurer. Is there aught I might assist you with? ravaged corpse. The body of this poor soul has been defiled in more ways than one. I have turned it into a flower, and here you go. Gods be good, not again. No matter how many bodies I see, I cannot seem to get used to this horrid sight. Poor woman. Identical deaths have been reported in the central shroud. While the masked stranger you seek does not seem to feature in any, sightings of the winged eyeball are more common. The creature appears to be moving the bodies, but to what end, none can say. The victims have all been young women, and all are to be found with their faces mutilated beyond recognition. It's been difficult to identify them so as to notify their next of... This button engraved with the lily motif. The very same object was found on another victim. A family sigil, or that of an organization, perhaps? Where the fuck are my pants? Is that just the angle, or did my pants not work? Either way, I dare to hope that this will prove pivotal in solving the murders. Where the fuck? Yeah, no, I do have pants. Yeah, no, that was just the angle. Oh, because I'm wearing a skirt. Oh my god, that is so funny. Can't do investigation work with pants on. No, you cannot, Splinter. What a moment for you to come in. Me accidentally just upskirting everyone. Is this a Lego movie now? What the fuck does that mean? Is there a panty shot in the Lego movie I don't remember? Lurked and now it's bedtime? Aw. It's okay, Em. Go get good sleeps. Go take care of yourself. Secret of the White Lily. A Thelmir wants you to hold on to the button. I would have you hold on to the lily button. You'll need it to continue your investigation. While it isn't standard procedure to entrust key evidence to individuals, you have proven yourself reliable and resourceful in this matter. I see no reason why you shouldn't carry on your work. If I might make a suggestion, you may wish to take the button to Gardania and have it examined by Mione. Mayhaps someone in her vast network of contacts could shed light upon the sigil. Back to Gardania. And there's a show called Where Are My Pants? Oh, right! I forgot. I haven't seen the Lego movie in so long. What's up? Is that Link? Is that Link in a Santa hat? It sure is. Lego movie is great. Oh yeah, no, it's a good movie. I have seen it. It's just been a while. But yeah, go get good sleep, Sam. But yeah, thank you, Splinter, for the affiliate anniversary. As celebration, there are two new emotes. There is OK and Gun Curb. And I also revamped Waddle D and D so that they have shading. I might revamp D again because by making the outline on the question mark thicker, I think I accidentally removed some of the white on the inside, and so now it's actually even harder to see the question marks on dark mode. But yeah. Night, Em. You remember watching the Lego movie, and that's as far as your memory goes. Good morrow to you, friend Lona. By your grim expression, I suspect you aren't here for scones and herb tea. Lily button. A lily sigil is carved into this tiny ivory button. Well, isn't this a lovely little button? The engraving is quite exquisite. Artisan level quality, I would say. And where did you say you found this? On a dead body? Lovely. Anyway, I'm afraid I do not recognize the lily sigil. You'll have to find the answer the old-fashioned way, by asking around. You could do worse than beginning with Bernadette over by the Aetheryte Plaza. She has a sharp pair of eyes, that one. Okay, remember, you can see the characters in your head, but otherwise remember nothing about it. Fair. Need help tracking down the owner of a button? Well, that's certainly not a request I receive on a regular basis. Well, go on then, show me what you have. Seems to be some manner of decorative button, reminiscent of those worn by families of old, though I cannot claim to know its sigil. However, I can say with certainty that the white lily is a recurring theme in Gridanian culture. Alas, I do not know who would make it a personal sigil. If there's a soul in Gridania who does, it would be Sangold? Over at the Lancers Guild. The woman makes a point of knowing all the citizens on a four-name basis. Where are you? You're over by the... Yeah, Lancers Guild, right. Hey, listen to the dialogue you're reading, madam. Maybe that'll help you. Not these guys. You! Bernadette believes that I can help you. Well, that is a rather bold assumption to make. I will try to assist, never you fear, but whether aught comes of it is another matter. Now then, what do you require of me? Have you seen this button and do you know where it's from? Thank you, Zetlos, for the hydrate. Thank you. I always forget. Someone just turned me into a Tamagotchi, please. And also for the stretch, thank you for that as well. Fascinating. Work of this quality is rarely seen in the hands of ordinary Gridanians. The owner of this button is most certainly well-to-do. You may wish to take your search to the Gentry's Ward, northwest of here. Wait, a memory comes to me. Of late, there has been a man who is perpetually seated at the bench by the ward's entrance. His name is Arsandal, and I distinctly recall seeing a markedly similar button upon the breast of his jacket. I dare say he can tell you a thing or two about it. Thank you for the help. I thought you said, have you seen this butt and know where it is from? Not quite the investigative measures I'm trying to take. Don't want to be a Tamagotchi they get forgotten about all the time. You know what, fair point. I do not believe we are properly acquainted. Pray, lead me to my thoughts. Button! Information, now! The sigil of the D'Artancourt's family. How is it that you came to be in possession of this button? From the body of a murdered woman. Her face, was it marred in any way? I had feared as much. I can no longer feign ignorance. I shall reveal to you the truth of the deaths, but on one condition. You promise to put an end to my lady's madness and free her from her torment. I'm sorry, you're what? Skeletons in her closet. Ursandal has a confession to make regarding the mysterious murders. I was once a manservant and the employee of one of the oldest and proudest families in Gridania, the D'Artancourts. During that time, I had the honor of waiting upon Lady Amandine, mistress of the household. Fair as summer she was, or was she, and possessed of a heart befitting her radiance. Alas, the calamity wrought great change in her. Though my lady escaped with her life, death may as well have been a kinder fate. Never will I forget the day her bandages were removed, and she beheld her disfigured face for her first time. At that moment, the kindly woman I knew ceased to be. Unable to bear the thought of being seen, my lady sequestered herself within her chambers and refused all company. This continued for many uneasy moons until one day, without warning, she began receiving queer guests. None among us knew whence they came, but these masked men. But my lady believed that they would help her to regain that which she had lost. So began the rites of rejuvenation. These rituals seemed innocent enough in the beginning, but grew ever more grotesque as time went by. Eventually, there came a day when my lady bound one of her poor handmaidens to her bed and proceeded to mutilate the poor girl's face. Suffice it to say, she did not survive the ordeal. It must fall to me to dispose of her body. And it fell to me to dispose of her body. I performed the dreadful task as bade obedient servant I was. But when time came to return to the house, my legs refused to move. I knew then that I would not go back to that place, not after the nightmare I had witnessed. So it was that I left Hawk Manor and my home for nigh on half a century. Long did I weep for the girl who was slain, and longer still for the woman that Lady Amandine had been. Yet one cannot weep forever, and I endeavored to put the matter behind me. Indeed, I had resolved to never speak of my experience until you appeared before me. My lady's madness must be ended, lest more innocent lives be lost. Lay her tormented soul to rest, as you swore to me you would. She awaits you at Hawk Manor, on the western edge of the central shroud. Go now. Go and do what must be done. Are you? He's doing squats. It's fine. I don't know why he was bugging out like that. All right. Central Shroud. Oh, yeah. That exit is closer. And to the manor. But yeah, I completely forgot this dungeon was main story. I thought this was optional. I forgot you come here because we're on the trail of La Habrea. Manor Gate. Hawk Manor, now accessible. Alright, where's Hawk Manor? Once used by seers as a place for spiritual reflection and meditation, Hawk Manor was long frowned upon by the people of Gridania as a symbol of excess. After years of protest, the building was finally sold to a wealthy wildwood Elizan by the name of Lady Amandine. While little is known of the lady, it was said that she was exceptionally vain, and that to maintain her impeccable beauty, she would spare no expense. From facial creams concocted from rare Corthrian honeys to shampoos derived from the milk of exotic furbals, her daily ritual of beauty treatments escalated until it was rumored that she was bathing in the blood of her virgin maidservants. No No amount of man-made tinctures, however, could hide the hideous scars she eventually suffered during the calamity, and soon she was forced to turn to a darker solution, signing away her very soul in a final effort to literally save face. Oh, so before I hop in here... Nope, that's not the thing. Yeah, so I can get bonus EXP for my white mage. Ignore my outfit, it's horrid, don't worry about it. It's not an MMO event, or it's not an RPG of any kind if you don't have absolutely fucking horrid gear early level. Anyway, let's go. So yeah, the Hawk Manor, unlike the Thousand Maws of Totorak, is actually kind of interesting as a dungeon, because it's something of a puzzle, like the entire place. Namely, number one, goddamn hotbar. We want to kill all the enemies in here. Come on. Please die. You're the biggest threat here. Probably heal the tank. I always freaking forget that I'm the healer. Healing is not my forte. But you want to kill all the enemies in here so that we can pick up this tiny key. Because that's the gimmick to this place. There are keys everywhere that will open up locked doors, and there's a very specific path to get through. You cannot soft lock yourself in here, but you can go long ways and end up taking longer. Than needed. You'll be fine, sir. Training to help my MP regen. God, why are these guys so beefy? I know why, it's because I'm actually on level as opposed to like 50 million levels higher. Yeah. Come on, you dumb bats, this away, this away. Oh, hey, he will move now. He's learned. He actually will go after enemies that I aggro. Go fuck that. Incredible. They're learning. The AI is learning. The NPCs, they are learning. Know which one of these two together attack. Carpet stain? Anyway, we use our tiny key to open up this door. And then there's another maid servant that we need to kill. Poison for you. Here you go. I don't remember how many tiny keys we needed after this. I'm going to just grab that one just in case. That's a lot. That's a lot of dudes, actually. Oh, God. You're fine. You're fine. I got you. You're fine. I got you. Wrong button. And then you also get arrowed. Stick with you. Need the molt. Oh, fuck. The tank. The tank. The tank. We're fine? You're fine. I believe. Just use your mitts. As you can see, I'm not very good as a healer. Healing is easily my weakest role. Mostly because I will forget I am the healer and let my teammates die. Don't need anything in there. Do need to get in here though. Luckily, we can just kill this guy and run inside. So yeah, that is a new marker. The eyeball marker basically means you don't want to be facing the enemy that has the eyeball marker when their skill goes off. If they are like the Manor Sentry here, where they have an eyeball marker and a danger puddle, it actually means you can look at them so long as you are not also in the danger puddle. If they have an eyeball but no danger puddle, then that means you can't look at them at all. Normally, if you do look at them, it'll be things like, oh, hey, you've been, like, petrified, and you're not allowed to do actions for a certain amount of time. And yeah, Menor, Claviger. It's another kind of basic boss. She has a bunch. The interesting thing with her, though, that I'm not going to be able to show off because I'm doing this with NPCs, is that a bunch of her skills will flash red when cast. That is because they are interruptible, and if you are a tank or a fizz ranged, I think, and therefore have a skill that can interrupt, you can actually stop her from using that skill, even though you're not actually stunning her. Go, Thaumaturge, go! Large heal. But other than that, she's a basic boss. Having gear that's actually on level does make this way slower. No, wait, nope, not this way. Not that way, not that way, not that way. So after you kill her, she drops a green key. And then you want to not go in the direction of the treasure chest, but actually go backwards to the ivy door. And open this up with the green key. gonna take that other tiny key just because, again, I don't remember how many tiny keys I need. I think you only need the one, but I'm grabbing both because I don't care. It doesn't hurt to have more keys than you need. You will have arrow on, good. But yeah, the interesting thing is you may be saying, well, yeah, of course, if you're using better gear, of course that's going to be better than using gear that's like on level for the dungeon. Are you stupid? And that is because, like, you know how normally when I'm a summoner, I am level 100, but when I did like 1,000 mods earlier, I got scaled down to like 28 or 27. That is because when you are doing a dungeon or like any kind of instance duty, you get scaled down to whatever the max level is, provided you're, you know, above the max level. When you do that, your gear stats also get scaled down with you. The thing is that a level 100 gear scaled down to level 31 is still better than any actual level 31 gear. Or level 31? What did I say? Basically, gear that has been scaled down is still going to be better than whatever level it's being scaled down to. And we are seeing evidence of that right now with how long these enemies are taking to kill. I mean, it also doesn't help that I am currently a healer and not an actual DPS, so I'm not doing a whole lot, but they both don't help. But I'm trying to level up my white mage. So I'm going to be running it through some dungeons every now and then. Take help. Take, please. Take help. I'm trying to keep you alive, bud. You know what would be helpful, sir, if you used your mitts? You have mitigation skills to reduce the amount of damage you're taking. Please use them. Almost done. Which one of these guys actually attacking? Are they attacking the bat? Oh, fuck my MP. Alright, and then with our tiny key, we open up this door because the yellow key is in here. You can see it right there. Shit, that guy was on the draw with the enemies. Good for you. You're learning how to be a tank, bud. You're doing it. I trust you guys. You guys can handle that skeleton for a little bit. I'm gonna take the key. Yeah, now with the yellow key, we can now open up the Carnation door and fight the second boss. Oh god, doing this is going to be a nightmare, isn't it? So as you can see, there are two bosses for this mini-boss. Ideally, you want to focus the Jester first. I have no idea which one these guys are going to want to focus. But yeah, you generally want to focus on the Jester because he's way more annoying with his magic spells. And I think he has like less HP. But the NPCs are kind of dummy. And aren't attacking the right one. Fine, Jester, let's go. Or wait. Alright, do I have this backwards? I generally don't remember, actually. I'm pretty certain you want to attack the Jester first, but I could be wrong. It's been a while since I've been here. I forgot. Alright, we leveled up. Anyway, they will drop the bloody parchment. Good. And then you go in through the flow. And you are sent back to the start of the mansion. But because we have the bloody parchment, we can open the seal. Okay, I guess these guys inflict paralysis if you look at them. I don't know why the Lancer just decided to stare at them. Because again, the little eyeball thing means don't look at me. Especially if it is accompanied by a danger puddle, where it's like, if you're in the danger puddle, don't look at me. Come back! Well, there's Lady Amadine. Let us go. So yeah, she's kind of like a final exam boss, actually. She uses mechanics from a bunch of the other bosses. So when she uses Void Call, she will summon another sentry. This one, you do not want to be looking at them. You want to make sure you're looking away. Otherwise, you get petrified. And being petrified is a big no-no. She will then also summon an ad, which is, you know, annoying. Especially because I believe the ad can heal, I think. Maybe not, I don't remember. Nope. No, you don't. Get out of here. Okay, here's this boss fight's big danger attack. So she's going to use Beguiling Mist, which will make everyone slowly walk towards her. But then you want to very quickly turn around so that you don't get petrified by the sentry. And I believe that's everything she's got? I don't remember. But yeah, if you want to keep doing damage to her and avoid the petrify, just position yourself right there in between the two of them. Because whenever you attack someone, you will turn to face them. And so if you stand in between her and the eyeball thing, so that your back is to the eyeball thing, you can keep attacking for free. Up and use Beguiling Mist again. Again, as soon as you have control, just turn around. And there you go. Yeah, the stock horror scream. Good job. You guys are learning how to actually be good DPS and tanks and whatnot. I am leaving. Goodbye. Darkness has taken root within these halls, sprung from the most unlikely of seeds. One cannot help but admire the irrepressible spirit that quickened it to life. It is a pleasure to meet you at last, adventurer. You are every bit as intriguing as our master gave us to believe. There's no ordinary mortal that can acquire one crystal of light, much less 3. The crystals make you strong, and so it is to that strength that the light is drawn. Eidolon chose well. A pity your existence is irreconcilable with our own. We cannot well allow you to continue on your present course. Alas, we came here not to play, but to take measure of your strength for Master La Habrea. That task is now accomplished. We take our leave of you. Okay, bye. Fare you well, bringer of light. Get me out of these fuck-ass clothes. Yeah, sure, whatever. Send me back to Summoner, please. All right, Ursendal, I did it. I put her out of her misery. She's been put down. You are returned. What sights awaited you within the manor? What has become of Lady Amandine? You must tell me all. There's demons, skeletons, and I killed her. So she went as far as to consult with devils. Would that I could have done more to prevent her fall. May she finally find peace in the beyond. I know not whether the masked men you encountered are the same pair that first led my lady astray, but it is plain they are of the same vile brood. Should the chance ever present itself, promise me that you will visit upon them tenfold what the woe that they have brought upon the others. But who am I to speak of punishment? With my silence, I allowed I know not how many innocent young women to die unspeakable circumstances. It matters not wherefore. Though misplaced loyalty, cowardice, or both, I am an abettor to a gross crime. I will surrender myself to the authorities and accept whatever punishment they deem just. I only pray that the gods will have mercy on my soul. Given that you didn't have an active part and instead just kept quiet, they'll probably be fairly lenient. God, that does remind me though. So I believe I've mentioned several times in my streams that there's a group of streamers / YouTubers that have a series where they are going through the Ace Attorney games, showing them off to a friend of theirs who is an actual lawyer who practices in Ohio, and basically was just like trying to get like his opinion on things initially. But he also put out a video, I don't know if I mentioned this part or not, that was basically him going through all of the criminals for the first Ace Attorney game, and basically just being like, okay, what charges would they have most likely been given in a court of law? And it is really funny how some of them just get like absolutely blasted, because it's not just like, you know, oh, they murdered someone, that is a life sentence. It is like, no, they murdered someone, but they also committed assault, stole evidence, was the instigator of a different murder, and blah blah blah, and like so on and so forth. And it's just real funny to me just how some of the characters got like I want to say like the most one of them would get is like 2 or 3 life sentences plus like 50 years of jail time and a like substantial fine, and it's like, Jesus Christ. To be honest, you don't understand the Ace Attorney games. That's understandable. They're visual novels where you play as a defense lawyer, but you really also act as a like detective too because of cartoon bullshit. And I love them because they're like stupid and funny, but also really good. In the first game, there is a case where you can bring a fucking parrot to the witness stand. That's the majority of crime and law and entertainment, honestly. Well, I mean, yeah, because real law is boring and takes forever. So, of course, fictional crime law has to go stupid. That's what makes it fun. No one follows law in those shows / games. Yeah, no, not at all. I mean, Ace Attorney is also a weird one because, yes, they are like, you know, a gamified legal system that has a bunch of bullshit and are obviously like, you know, like super stacked against you so that, you know, they can have a game. But Ace Attorney is also based off of the Japanese court system, not the American one. It's just that the localization team were like, oh yeah, no, these games definitely take place in Los Angeles. Yep, that's why we have our spirit mediums who live in a rural town out in the mountains. And it's like, what are you fucking talking about? There ain't no rural town out in the mountains of Los Angeles. Everything about that statement is incorrect. It's so funny. But yeah, I do understand that those games are not for everyone. Yeah, the mountains in LA. Mm-hmm. Welcome back, Frelona. Full glad I am to see you safely returned. Tell me, how fared you on your sojourn in the Twelves Wood? I encountered more Asians, but no La Habrea, and I also solved a murder. And killed some demons. 2 of La Habrea's minions, and they sought to measure your strength by their own admission. The devils taunt us. It is beyond doubt, then. The Asians have begun to move in earnest. Would that we knew to what end. Yet I will not bemoan our plight. Thanks to your tireless efforts, we are at least aware of the encroaching darkness. Yeah, we skied down the slopes and straight down to the beach, because that's how LA works. Exactly. Hang on. I'm like curious now because I'm like, is there snow in the mountains in the background of Karain Village? I need to know. Like, is that actually part of it? Or am I just misremembering? Okay, I think I'm misremembering. I'm actually looking at screenshots of the village, and there is a mountain in the back, but there is no snow. But hang on. Sadly, need to work your way to bed soon because it's super late. Yeah, good night, Zitlos. Go get some good sleeps. The VOD will be here. And hopefully I will see you next time. But yeah, here's... yes, you know, the rural town. Off in the mountains of Los Angeles. The game that definitely takes place in California has a village that looks like this. Well, okay, according to the Wikipedia page for Karain Village on the Ace Attorney, like, fandom wiki, this is supposed to be a 2-hour train ride away from Los Angeles. But fucking still, this ain't in California, my guys. I was slightly misremembering, but whatever. Alas, we can only do so much. It is clear to me now that we Scions are too few to protect the realm against this threat unaided. We must needs alert the 3 nations to the presence of this elusive enemy, and recommend that they heighten their vigil. There is no shortage of misery in the world that the Asians might exploit. We have an arduous struggle ahead of us. Yet, come what may, we must not allow ourselves to become lost to hope, for that is precisely what the enemy desires. We have gleaned all that we can from the information available to us. Let us set this investigation aside for the present. Yet another matter has arisen that acquires your attention. Let me know when you're ready to be briefed, and I will summon the others. And that can actually be a good place to call it, because the next bit starts off the next bit. Like the next, chapter, kind of. Wrath of the Titan. Minfilia is waiting to brief you and your fellow Scions on a new development. I wonder what Final Fantasy summon reoccurring character we'll be facing in the next chapter. It's a big mystery. We'll never know, ever. We'll just have to figure out and see what happens on Sunday. Which again is going to be my final stream of the new year, most likely. Because of, again, I will not be streaming on Christmas Day, because I think that's Wednesday. Yeah. And then the day after, I will be traveling to visit family. Streams will resume on the 1st, I think, if I remember our schedule right, but I don't completely remember. But yeah. Thank you all so much for the gift subs and whatnot, and for being here for affiliate anniversary. I can't believe I've been doing this for 2 years. Time is certainly a thing. What do you mean I've been doing this for 2 years? And well, I've been doing this for over 2 years. I've been making money off of it for 2 years. That's the distinction. But yeah, let me see if there is anyone to raid. How do I get out of freaking New Game Plus? Who is around to be raided? I'll send you all over to Danny, who is streaming some Shifu, because he was here earlier and also gave like, you know, like thanks and stuff for the anniversary. But yeah, thank you all so much for coming and hanging out. I hope you have a good night, a good evening, whatever time it is for you. I hope you take care of yourselves, and I'll see you all tomorrow for some more My Sims, and let's see what other furniture abominations I can create. Bye-bye.